Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dread Mists of Durengar.
Drunken guards.
Not quite, but sure.
Very good.
Drunkens and dragons, sorry.
So there's been a little bit of retconning since last time. A number of factors have come up, one of which is that one of our players who really wanted to go on this adventure, this next adventure,
died.
What happened to him?
He's just not here. He's unable to make it today. So
yeah.
He really wanted to go on this adventure to the artifact, and so we are. And plus, we need to introduce another character. So we are retconning. That last little bit where they decided to go straight to the artifact has not happened. In fact,
yes,
they are back in the cave.
We are back in the cave. Okay.
Man cave. Oh wait, no.
So, let me begin then, shall we? So,
go ahead.
You see that tree over there?
Because we are in the cave. We are in the cave, right? We are on the ley line. All of our magic gets enhanced. Now, what I'm going to need is I'm going to need money. A bit of it.
You wanna borrow some cash, you say?
I would like some cash, yes.
Oh really? Well,
I do need a minimum of wait, how much do I have myself?
Wait. So you're talking about if I can...
Yes, I need at least 100 gold, which I assume isn't that.
Well,
like I have that myself.
Well, here you go.
Yes.
You probably have that much yourself just from how much gold has been.
How much?
You're just gonna follow
Strom.
See what he's up to.
Is how much I have.
Oh right, you need a little bit more.
Yeah, I need a little bit more. That is the minimum though. I could go upwards of 3,100 more.
You can take that from the chat.
And this depends on
we do
kind
have
of what you guys think we should do here. Now, let me go ahead and tell you my plan. What
out of character.
What I, Strom, mean to do.
Oh, yes.
And what I mean to do is the following. I am going to create a holy site.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're trying to do.
In our hub area. And
little home.
I want to do that.
You can call it the Leyline Caves if you like.
We'll come up with a better name eventually.
Yeah.
Sure, but that's what it is currently.
The Leyline Cave. I want to turn it into a holy site. I want to do that using the spell Hallow. The thing about Hallow is it allows me to tie another spell effect to the Hallowed side. So not only does it become holy, it also gets a magic circle against evil. It is no longer possible for a dead body inside of the Hallowed side to turn into an undead creature. Or, and, this is the last thing, and, I can cast a spell that is constantly always going on within the Hallowed area.
Fireball.
Like, for example, Zone of Truth, Discern Lies, Invisibility Purge, Freedom of Movement, Dispel Magic, Detect Evil, Detect Magic, Resist Energy, Remove Fear, Protection from Energy, Tongues, Silence, Bless.
Okay, so...
Now, the problem here is that, depending on how powerful the spell is that I attach to the area, the more money I need. I propose we cast...
We have 4,650 in the group fund right now.
Okay, I would like to cast Zone of Truth, which makes it so that everybody in the area, if they want to lie, they can't. Well, they can. They need to do a will negate. But they need to first get that will negate.
Protection against evil sounds rather alright.
Yeah.
But it
we need to protect against evil.
That comes natively with the Hallowed, doesn't it?
I get the detect lies would be better.
It comes with a magic circle against evil, but I can also put
Discern
No,
lies?
it does already come with that. That's like a base thing.
Discern lies? Or
I can do Discern Lies. That means I always know whenever somebody's lying in this area.
would that be more preferable? Because otherwise it'd be a bit awkward.
Well,
Day-to-day life there.
Well, I could do Discern Lies. The problem with Discern Lies is that this is a level 4 spell. Which means instead of costing 2,000, it costs 4,000, and this is where the money comes.
We have 4,650 in the group fund you can spend.
So if you want Discern Lies on the area, then I need to take 3,100 out of the group fund before I start my ritual.
Is everyone okay with that?
Wait, hold on. Do we seriously use up 10,000?
Oh no.
What?
Because I'm pretty sure Melon put like a lot of gold in there.
But he hasn't added that to your group funds.
He did not.
Right now, if you look
Okay.
in the Google sheet, you can see 4,650.
Yeah. I thought he added a
And if
bunch
people,
of that's why.
What you do then, when you put stuff there, you remove your from inventory and put it in there instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I've done that as well.
So do
Like
we
from time
want
to time.
Discern Lies? Also, actually, Savis, you need to do a GM rolling on this, because Discern Lies is a level 4 spell, apart from when it is a paladin spell, then it is a level 3 spell.
You're not a paladin.
No,
Yeah.
in that case, I am going to say.
But I also am not
although
a
you
cleric,
could-
an
you
alchemist, an
could have
inquisitor, or
asked-
mage, or have the domain nobility. This is not a druid spell. I do not have access to this spell usually.
Discern Lies. Okay.
Well, we have a paladin.
You do have a paladin with you who would have that.
Maybe
ability.
make it a bit cheaper? Or something?
I'll say you get
Half?
1d8 times 100 less.
Cool.
Alright, I'll take it.
That's fair enough. So we still have
Ooh,
4,600.
that's a good roll.
That's pretty good.
That's a good roll for you. 700 less.
So that means I only need 2,400 from the group fund. So I'm gonna go ahead
So
and take that out of the group fund.
2,400. So what that gives us is 2,250 in the total group fund. Let's
That
put-
leaves
update
me
that.
with 4,300 gold.
And death.
Which is exactly as
Easy
much as
cost.
I need. And
there you go.
well, then I shall begin. So I start by
I'm gonna take a look at what he's doing.
gathering materials, and the kind of
I will help
materials
out with
I'm
that.
looking for is just wood that is on the floor, or like wood that like naturally broke off trees, dead things, or naturally died.
Decaying.
Natural, I don't know, like, I don't mean to, I'm not going
Fa-
around like
fell
breaking
woods.
stuff off of trees. Instead, I'm just going
Like fallen
and
branches
gathering
and such.
gathering up branches. Exactly.
I will.
No
I
worries. Make
will.
a
I will
survival
assist. I will assist in this endeavor.
I'm
Sure.
Trying to look
I'm
around.
also looking for stones in various shapes and sizes as much as I can.
So
You can ask the dragons if they have really big stones. They can carry that.
So you want me to do a survival check or what?
please, survival check.
Okay.
I could summon Mudbody, and he can carry really large boulders around.
Quite good. So yes, it doesn't take particularly long to find. I mean, there's that one particularly impressive tree nearby that you had set under recently, and you do find a number of good-sized dead branches nearby, fallen branches.
This can be a campfire session, is it? I like those.
So after I gather all of that, I go and I start laying them out in a circle around a small but I'm looking for a tree in the area that is preferably towards the center of the cave, if there is something there, right?
Towards the center of the cave.
Yeah, I'm looking for something towards the center of the cave. I don't want the tree to be too big. I want it to be a relatively small shrine that I'm creating. And yeah, that's really like all I'm looking for. And it should be a healthy tree. That's another thing I'm looking for.
So not the giant tree in the picture.
No, not that one. That
Not
would
the
be
giant tree.
Oh,
So
I
you're
want
looking
this one.
for a small one that's
That one.
closer to the center. And I mean, there's trees all around, so it doesn't
Yeah.
take you particularly long to find a sapling a little ways further. I mean, you guys are not in the center of the cave. You're off to one of the sides near the,
I mean, if you
the
really
massive
want to, you
lake.
could cast that.
So going
spell
around to the
ground.
opposite side of the lake is what you need to do to get close to the center, because on the far side of the lake, there's a much larger extension of the cave. There's a lot of crystals and the like, and there's definitely some trees in the area that are, in the juvenile stage. So finding one of those is not particularly difficult.
So I
couldn't
find
we like replant it
so
in
I
where we
find
built
a
it?
tree that I like.
It is on the opposite side of the lake to where you guys
Maybe
are currently stationed.
Couldn't we like replant it where we are?
I'm afraid,
Well,
can I just
then
do
it
my
would
thing?
center.
I mean, I'm just making a suggestion.
Yeah, but I don't want to replant it. Why?
Because it would be closer to where we live.
But
right?
but why? I'm not looking for something that's close to where we live. That wasn't part of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes.
Let's see.
So I go to that tree. I have to cross the lake for that. So I cast fly on myself and fly over the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not particularly difficult in this environment.
Yeah. Frey, you'll get plenty of time to do what you want to do here, because my ritual takes 24 hours.
That sounds cool. Windows just gonna chill a bit.
Yeah.
See what it's doing.
So I fly across the lake, I go towards the tree. What I do is all of the wood and the stone and everything that I have gathered up, I start to build a small shrine. It's not so much a shrine as that the actual shrine centerpiece of it would be the tree, but I create something that is resembling the outline of a little round building around the tree. It's not very big.
Yep.
It's just supposed to resemble a building, a shrine. It's not actually supposed to be one. And so I sit down in the middle of my now newly created shrine, and I start casting Hallowed, which
as well.
takes...
And that's going to take you quite some time.
Takes 24 hours. I do have to touch something within the area for it, and I touch the tree in front of me and use it as the thing that allows me to cast the Hallowed, that channels it into the surrounding area.
Okay.
While casting Hallowed, I cast it towards my god Gosray, like asking for his blessing to make this a holy site for him. I am gonna go ahead and delete all of the money out of my inventory except for 7 gold, which is all I've got left.
You can have some gold later if you want.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all of my money. So I have 7 gold left. But with this ritual beginning, I just sit down and I start doing that, and that is gonna be
almost immediately as you begin channeling your and focusing on this site that you're creating. You feel that presence within you again of Gosray, filling you and seeming to assist you in this endeavor. He seems very pleased with your actions.
So
it would be a really bad idea
here,
to poke him right now.
In over the next 24 hours, while I am casting this spell, is I'm trying to extend it as far as I can. Usually it would only be a 40-foot radius around the place that I selected. But I'm trying, since I am on top of the ley line, I'm trying to make it reach as far as I possibly can, preferably covering the entire cave.
Okay.
We're just going to prepare some
my
food for
next
Stormstorm.
24 hours. So, what are you guys up to?
Yep.
Yuminda is going to start preparing some food for Stormstorm, seeing as he's just sitting there. He's doing something. I'm going to leave it next to him with some drink as well.
Okay, Yuminda. Yuminda,
Yeah?
make a will save.
I like the way you're saying that.
This is gonna go great. This is gonna be great.
That's very sweet. See here. 29.
Okay, that was important. So
I'm not going to poison it.
As you are preparing this meal, with the thought in mind of Stormstorm, who's preparing this hallowed ground, you feel something within yourself stir, and a power, an essence that you had felt before, but you had thought it was coming from your deity, your patron.
Yeah.
Kind of you can feel it sneaking its way through your body, attempting to leave into the food.
Oh.
But you feel
Can I slap it away?
You can, and you, with your force of will, you resist it and force it back, and do not allow it to influence the food.
No,
that you were going to bring
it's
strong.
not for you. Come on.
And it disturbs you slightly because that was a dark feeling, and you see momentarily that darkness go through your veins, up through the path that it was taking towards the food that you were preparing, and then through your force of will, it retreated again.
Well, that's interesting. Huh. I'm gonna go to the dragons.
Okay. So you make your way to the dragons. They've become quite used to your presence by now, and they one of them turns towards you.
A bow. I give him a bow. Noble one. I have experienced something disturbing.
What is it?
I was preparing.
Utagath comes down, crouches down next to you, and you feel really small next to its enormous eye that comes down looking directly at you.
I was preparing a meal for our friend Stromstrom, but when I was doing so, this darkness tried to seep into the meal, tried to corrupt it somewhere.
Truly.
And it traveled through my veins, darkening them along the way.
It kind of sits back for a moment and ponders. What you describe is similar to the corruption of the Dark Lord when it comes around in his chosen ones, so to speak.
Is there a way to stop it?
Indeed. Especially as the Pantheon seems to be attempting to destroy all traces of the Dark Lord. It would not be wise for you to be caught with traces of him within you. Let me see. And you see its eyes open wide, and a deep purple glow comes from behind as it looks deeply into your soul. Let's have a look here.
Dr. Dragon?
Dr. Dragon.
It's gonna help out.
What's your name, the doctor? Dr. E.
No.
Dr. Dragon.
No.
Yes.
The food is gonna burn. Wagon is on the case though, probably. Wouldn't want the food to burn in the wagon.
Hello?
Hello. I'm getting there, sorry.
Dr. Dragon is examining.
I was just wondering if I missed something.
No. I'm looking for a specific thing.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna catch up Pada and everybody really quick on like what's actually going on because we forgot to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
but you're supposed to do that. Yeah, go on.
Last time we're just like traveling around the place and then some fucking dragons came out of nowhere. They like appeared from under the earth and it's just like, why are there dragons now? And they're just weird dragons. It's just a thing now. And
they're nice dragons.
So they appeared out of nowhere.
They came out from under the earth, and we are like in this setting where there is not a lot of magic, at least not supposed to be, right? And all of a sudden there's dragons, which are the most magical creatures ever. So it's just like, oh well, this is kind of weird. So we follow the dragons, and by follow I mean I accidentally teleport on the back of one. And
also, there's rips in space-times around.
Yes, I was gonna get to that. And then the reason why the dragons were fleeing is because there's like this giant like rip, this tear in the space-time, I guess, appeared, and the dragons were like, "The fuck is this? Like, we gotta deal with this, right?"
The fuck.
And by deal with this, they meant run away and go to the ley line, which is where we are right now, which is apparently supposed to be a safe space, a space where we don't have to worry about this. And so that's where we went, and that's where we are now. And we spent some time interacting with the dragons and feeding them, and not feeding them, that's the wrong way, but giving them food. Because, like, you gotta understand, a dragon isn't an animal. It is a very powerful magical creature that is much more intelligent and powerful than any of us. So, yes,
Dragon
there's
Master.
dragons here, there's a phoenix here, and we have been just kind of fucking around with that a little bit. Then we went and tossed a magical sword into the rift, which is really not that important,
At least we got rid of it.
Yeah, we tossed it into the rift. We don't know if that actually made a difference, but whatever, probably did. And here we are now. And we are in that ley line. Now, the cool thing about the ley line is that it enhances all of your magical abilities while we are inside of it. So as long as we're in here, we are all much more powerful. Effectively. What? Frey, look, if you talk while I'm talking, nobody will understand either of us.
Yeah, they're effectively maximizing the powers.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on, and that's where we are right now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Yuminda, after a moment, Utagath,
which is the dragon,
the great brass dragon standing in front of you, pulls back. Indeed, young one, I do see a tendril of darkness within you.
To get rid of it somehow.
To remove this darkness, and for a moment, it glances over towards where Stromstrom is going through the ritual. You will require a cleansing ritual. Unfortunately, the one of your companions who would be capable of that is indisposed at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, I would recommend you simply abstain from any activity that would allow the Dark One to influence you. Do not allow yourself to become angered, to become aggressive, or to lose your control. It cannot directly influence you. Or at least not unless your morals are compromised.
Hello.
Be cautious and wait for your companion to come back and discuss it with him. I, unfortunately, am unable to remove the presence from within you. It requires the touch of a divine entity.
I am afraid.
Fear not. I do not believe it will permanently damage you.
Yuminda looks visibly scared and confused.
It kind of brings its claw up to your face, and after a moment you feel a rush of energy through your body as it casts Hero on you. Not Hero, but what is it? Let's have a look here.
Oh, so sorry for interrupting stuff.
No, that's okay. I just need to find the appropriate effect.
No, Chris is here.
Hello.
Yo, Chris.
Hello.
Hey, Chris.
You didn't really miss anything.
Casts heroism on you. So you feel bravery and strength of character fill you. You now have a +2 morale bonus on those...
Nasty saving throws.
+4, in fact, because of the area. On wisdom saving throws.
Go have a glass of water. I'll be right back. Does someone mind just IMing me the context of what's going on right now? I want to interrupt.
Sure.
Very much.
Yuminda was attempting to make a meal for Stromstrom while Stromstrom's preparing a 24-hour ritual to hallow the ground that you guys are within currently, the Leyline Cave. During that preparation, Darkborn attempted to influence the meal that Yuminda was preparing for Stromstrom for whatever nefarious means, but Yuminda managed to detect and suppress that power that was attempting to use her, and then approached the dragons for counsel.
Well, what happens then is, I guess, Castamere can finish that meal. Because thing is, we share skills. And if Castamere has a worse skill than Yuminda, he can use her skill, like modifier.
So
and vice
the
versa.
cat goes back over to the meal and continues the preparations for this meal.
Yeah, but he can also cast prestidigitation.
Roll a cooking check.
He can also cast prestidigitation at will.
But
yes.
I've also lost Strom and Yuminda's video. Like I can't see either of you.
I
Or you don't. You have your.
I don't see Yuminda, but I
not
do
right
see
now.
Strom.
It's fine.
Hmm.
Is it in NPCs? No, it's not. Castamere. So cooking.
I can see. I can see Chris.
Cooking.
I see Bommy and Zavis.
I do have cooking, which is really
Okay,
nice.
well, you can cook.
Nice, good. We need to cook. Let's see here.
We need to cook.
Skills. And he can. Castamere can fly. I can like put the food in a basket. Get it over there, maybe. I'm gonna see what's her actual profession. Cook. Knowledge? No, it's not. Profession. Form? Huh.
You could always just roll 1d20 plus your your bonus, your cooking bonus.
Yes, I know, but I need to actually find the skill in my character sheet online.
Oh, okay. In the meantime,
yeah, you go on with that. It'll take a while.
is there anything that Gaston and Chris want to do? And Hoggett?
I guess someone's gonna sleep. He doesn't have anything to do.
Yeah, well, Gaston is the best at sleeping.
Gaston, okay. Gaston just spends his time having a rest and working out and really
we're
being very
in the cave
bored.
area, right?
You are still in the cave area, yes. We've retconned back to the cave area.
I think that now that my weird little flying stone golem construct, which in case you forgot, I built one of those last game, so I
Yes,
got a
you
little
did.
flying guy following me around now.
Yep.
I think that I'm probably just going to be experimenting with the alchemical reactions of the different materials here that I'm not used to, such as the crystals or any plant life that I'm unaware of.
Okay, I mean, you can spend some time. Make a survival check to gather
Actually-
Survival
Now that I
check.
remember,
Yes.
Over here.
Gaston's gonna go up to one of the dragons, the one that helped us before.
Yes.
So you see Yuminda
Dragon.
just being... Hello, Gaston.
And Utugarth looks down towards you. Yes.
I heard you're great at magic. Correct?
I have some power. What is it you desire?
I need help. I have heard that there is potion that makes me stone giant. You know how to make those?
He kind of looks towards you. I do not know how to make potions.
I do.
Oh.
I don't know that spell in particular, unfortunately. Also, Utaga, thank you so much for your help.
It nods its head towards you and then turns away and starts going back to its fellows.
Oh. Okay then. I'm getting.
Hello,
Go
Gaston.
It
Doing
didn't seem
nothing.
particularly impressed with your request.
Yeah. I was gonna ask.
Gaston, really? Really, Gaston?
Look, if we're gonna have a fight, I at least need to be prepared.
Well,
Considering last time you made me crippled.
Yuminda's just gonna leave.
He's got a point.
Someone's gonna go back
'Cause
to...
the whole thing about not getting upset.
You're very upset. However, so Hoggett, with that roll, it takes you a couple of hours to go around and pick up various pieces and find components that you believe will be useful for an alchemical reaction, and you do actually gather some of the water from the lake itself, which seems to still glow slightly in your in the vial as you draw it from the water. So you think, oh, this could be interesting.
Oh yeah, she's gonna continue researching spells.
Okay, no worries.
Keep her mind of things. That seems to help.
Okay, so over the course of the next 24 hours, you each go about your individual tasks. Yuminda's cat eventually brings Strom a meal for him to allow him to persevere through the long cast time required.
It's not the best, but
I didn't know I had time to eat. I thought I was just sitting there channeling for 24 hours.
so can customer feed Strom then?
Oh, you have to be there focusing for the entire time, but that doesn't mean you cannot eat or anything like that.
Well, then I eat. It sounds nice. Good eat. Good food.
Good eat.
Casimir likes Strom too.
Hoggart, in regards to your alchemical experimentations,
Right.
what do you have, like a profession alchemy or something like that?
I have
what's your
every
skill?
skill that's possibly associated with this. The biggest one is craft alchemy, because when you're an alchemist, anytime that you're doing anything to create any kind of alchemical thing or identify any kind of alchemical thing, you can use craft alchemy. And then when you're creating items, you also get tons of bonuses. I do also have... There aren't really any knowledge of professions that make too much sense with alchemy.
So I think
the closest
just
ones were like
herbalist
engineer and stuff like that.
Fine here, so just make a craft alchemy roll.
Yeah.
To see how well you do.
Okay. I assume this is not creating item.
Heroism is actually really strong.
I get tons of bonuses when it's craft alchemy to create an item, and I assume
Not
this is
creating
not
an item,
creating
you're
an
experimenting.
item. Okay, cool.
Heroism.
Oh, that is a natural.
No!
Woo!
That's only while doing my character's bread and butter. This should be good.
Okay, good.
Innovation!
Lord, that is 44. Okay. You do identify some very interesting alchemical properties.
Don't act like
And you
anything I've
believe
seen
with the
before.
components you have gathered, you can create. And give me a second here, because I'm going to need to find what you can create.
All right. Take your sweet time finding something great.
The dog tries to try and steal some food.
Wait, guess almost on food?
Steal some
Dog is
food
gonna try to
from...
steal.
Well, you can just...
Okay. Dog, make a sleight of hand check.
Alright, awesome.
Runs away with it.
I mean, it's not like I'm really gonna like... The thing is, if the dog comes in to steal food from me, I may notice, but I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Castamere is gonna be upset at that.
So
He
usually
worked
you
really
would roll
hard.
his
Oh my
sleight
god.
of-
He worked really
You would
hard
roll
to
his
get-
sleight of hand against my perception, right?
And
but
the cat's perception.
Even if I notice, I wouldn't do anything. But the cat may do something, so I guess the cat needs to roll.
Yeah, cat's actually badass, and he can lift up the dog and just get him out of there.
Okay. The cat needs to make a perception check.
Very well.
God damn it.
Yeah, no, the cat sees dog coming, like trying to sneak up behind it.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you mutt! That's not
he
your
runs-
food.
Takes the food
Does
and runs
not
away.
succeed.
Not
I
your
mean, there's
food.
plenty of food back at the ship, but does not succeed in stealing any of the food from
He's sort of like
Strom's meal.
sort of like bares his claws and like, I'll end you right today if you come near you.
Hello?
One thing, as I like, if like when I reach my the end of my ritual,
Yes.
kind of as the finish, as like the finishing touch, I'm going to cast Awaken once my Hallow has completed on the
dog?
tree in the middle. To kind of on the tree that I have been channeling Hallowed through to kind of create a guardian that will defend this centerpiece of the holy ground. At least that's my intention.
Okay. Noted. I will get to that momentarily. It's difficult to find proper alchemical creations. So,
well, all the proper ones I can just make without the ingredients anyway. So
Make
right,
something
so
up.
This is a unique one. So, what you have created is a specialized paste. You've ground up the crystal. You've combined it with a bit of the dried up wood in the area and your own alchemical ability and the water, and you've made a paste. The paste is glowing a bright purple.
So pasty.
You do not know what the paste does yet, but you do know it has very powerful magical properties.
All right. I guess I'd like to take a small portion of the paste and attempt to brew a potion with it.
Okay, so you take a bit of the paste and you put it into a potion, into a vial, and you add some additional water to dilute it, and turn it into an imbibable potion.
Now that I have a potion, as an
you have
alchemist,
a fair amount of it too. Like you've got a decent jar of this paste, and you took a small little amount, so you've got about 50
charges
of it in this paste.
So as an alchemist, I can hold a potion and take I think it's a swift action, and identify the potion using craft alchemy as the spell check.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that to try to figure out what this potion does.
You recognize the potion is a potion of etherealness.
Oh my god.
Oh,
guys are really good at alchemy today.
You also realize that if you apply the paste directly to an individual's, like instead of imbibing it like that, if you apply the paste direct, it won't just turn them ethereal, it'll throw them into the astral plane.
Nice! That's good to know. So now I have astral paste.
One question.
Astral paste!
What if he
Astral
touches it?
Astral toothpaste?
Touches it? No, just touching it, you can feel the etherealness go over you as you just barely touch it. But to actually throw a person to the astral plane, you have to take an amount of it and smear it on their body. Like rub it in.
We can get out of here.
Like a deliberate gesture.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just wondering, because like I imagine like his new combat maneuver is now to like have this little jar and like dip his fingers in and like smear it on people's faces.
So
an astral toothbrush as well.
My construct has a flamethrower arm, so I'm thinking I might load it with a little bit of this paste at some point. Blast some motherfuckers to the astral plane.
That'll be an interesting thing. I'll see what happens in that case.
An
Wait,
astral
how
bomb.
much of it? How much astral plane
Astral
like-
paste?
How
Paste
astral
does he
are we
have?
talking here?
If you use it as the
Astral
astral plane paste, you've got 10.
Okay.
Astral toothpaste.
But if you use it as potions of etherealness, that's 50.
Okay.
So it's 5 to 1.
Etherealness is really strong, though. You need a ghost touch
Astral
weapon in order
paste.
to properly use it, though.
Astral plane program. Astral space
Okay,
program.
so
Astral plane.
Wow.
Getting back to Strom. After the 24 hours is up, you have completed your ritual. The tree in front of you, which was a juvenile tree at the time, suddenly starts, like, over the course of the 24 hours, has been growing slowly, up and out into a decent-sized canopy over your head. Different to the other trees in the area, you can see the image of the tree there where it's got the purple leaves and the like. This one extends out much, much further and even eventually turns into an entire canopy around you, like almost a miniature cave where the leaves form a tent around you in a way.
A tent.
And it's a decently large tree. We're talking maybe 10 meters up, and then
And death.
maybe another 10 meters around.
That's expected to happen. It's fine. It's all right.
It's all good.
Oh shit.
Got
It's
it
all
under control.
Gucci. Also, hello,
So-
I'm here now.
You have completed the task, and you feel the essence of Gosray has moved through you into this area and blessed the ground, and you feel the power of this ritual take effect. I do want you to make a spellcraft check to see whether or not you can extend it to reach the entirety of your cave, or how much of the cave you manage to get. Because it is not designed to be able to do the entirety of the cave.
I have a customer.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit disappointing.
What you feel is that you have I mean, the magic of the cave and the power of the ley lines itself is
very powerful.
is very strong, and it does extend it further than what you would normally have. What's the spell itself?
It's a level
Let's have a
5
look.
spell.
Hallowed, right? It's a
Hallowed.
level 5 spell.
Let's see here.
Hallowed.
Ooh,
Its distance is 40-foot
Mhm.
radius, emanating from the touched point.
I'm not entirely sure how big the cave even is.
Well, looks plenty big.
Yeah, the cave is a 300-foot cave, at least.
Oh, well, that's actually good to know. Then we can make a map out of that.
See, that's smaller than I imagined. Like, actually, that is larger than I originally imagined, but then when you talked about the lake, then I imagined it much bigger, and now it's smaller than I imagined. But
Yeah, hang on. Let me think about this. I'm not good with feet. I'm good with meters.
that's fine.
Your
Just
mate is
divide it
right.
by 3. Or multiply.
Multiply. Oh, in that case, it's like 900 feet.
So 300 meters, about. Radius or diameter?
300 meters.
Astral plane program.
That'll be
That's my favorite program.
no. That's definitely radius. So it's like 600 meters from
One end to one.
That's pretty
to the
strong.
other. Okay, that's
one
pretty
end,
big.
one end to the others.
That's a big thing.
It's not quite a kilometer.
In
Like
before fan
not,
art.
it's not ridiculously huge, but it's pretty sizable. I mean, it's fitting a couple of dragons and a phoenix. It's got to be fairly big.
Yeah, it gotta be big. Just wondering.
Yeah.
So also,
600.
like,
So divide that.
but I mean, this
Yeah.
is not just my like I have my spellcraft, which is not that great, but I have my spellcraft. I have my god blessing
Yes.
me,
Correct.
and I'm on top of the ley line. Like that enhances
And
my
I am
stuff
keeping
quite a
that
bit.
in
You
the
have
count.
amazing food
But
from
it
the
is
cat.
only 40 foot off
Power
the bat, so it's like
Yes, it's not very big naturally.
Do you want Stromstrom? Do you want
Okay,
some drugs?
I would say with that roll, what you've managed to do is make a 160 foot
Feels
radius area
With some smart use.
around that tree into hallowed ground.
Hello, girl.
Okay, well that's pretty big still. So that's where I'm
It does reach it reaches the lake from where you are. So a portion of the lake is covered by it, and a fairly large area around it. And so you feel like you've made a fairly sizable area for what this spell is supposed to do. It does not reach the entirety of the cave.
So I guess that's where I'm gonna start setting up our buildings then, because I am an architect
Oh, yeah.
and I'm gonna be like building a small town, and I'm gonna be building
like-
it in that holy area. Can I also at like
Okay.
later points try to like recast Hello for another like 24 hours to try and extend it or something like that?
Over the course of if you do this every month for a year, you'll be able to cover the entirety of the cavern.
Cool, then that's the plan.
Stromstrom, I can help
But
you
you
with
need
construction
the
stuff since I have all the
resources to
appropriate
do it.
craft skills.
Time.
Nice.
So,
I actually have professional architect now.
so do you look like you're done with your spell? Like it's holy?
Yes, he's completed for the moment. However, he then wanted to do something else while
I-
he's surrounded in the canopy of this mighty tree that has grown
Do you tell the
from
cat?
from the process.
I want to cast Awaken, which awakens a tree to treat to human-like sentience and allows it to move around and all of that.
Of course. Oh, no. It's
So,
tree
as you
tree
focus
claw.
your energy, having completed it, you're rather tired at this stage. So, you're not like your focus is a little off because you're just a regular human. You've been awake for 24 hours. Even with the power of Gosray coming through you, you're not able to get past the biological needs. So when you cast this spell, you cast it on just a branch that's nearby because instead of trying to the whole tree, no, just do it on the branch. It's fine. The branch grows out as you awaken it, and the energy of the ley line flows through you. And being that you're not as focused as you normally would be, you're not controlling it as you were a moment ago. So the ley line magic actually flows through you a lot faster than you were expecting. It's like, oh, okay, that was, oh. And there in front of you, the branch has seemingly detached from the tree. And a new creature stands before you, humanoid in appearance, very similar to your own appearance. Almost like it's copied you, but it's a plant. And then we have Pada join us. Pada.
Who? No, I know. Hi.
What have you done there? What is that?
So,
What?
Pada, you have just formed into existence through the power of your a divine entity you know as Gosray, your god. You've come into existence in this hallowed ground with what you instinctually know is the voice of Gosray in this realm, standing before you.
Oh, okay. So who summons me?
Well, I am the voice of Gosray is what he means with that. Like,
Yes.
Oh,
I was chosen
Strom is the voice
as
of Gosray.
his messenger a while ago. That's the point. All right. Well, it wasn't that long ago. It was last session. Hello.
hello. I remember your voice.
What's this thing?
I'm not sure. I didn't plan on this. Are you a tree? You're not a tree.
I'm not a tree. I'm an Oriat.
I don't know what that is. I've never
It's
heard
me.
of it.
Can we just call him a tree? Easier.
A tree man.
Treeman.
So
Can I get the mistress?
It does look very humanoid in appearance. If it were not for the fact that you can see like bits of bark and leaf on his appearance, his structure is entirely human. It's not like reminiscent of a human in tree form. It looks pretty human, except it's like green and a little bit barky in places.
It seems fine enough.
We can call him Hugh Treeman.
Humongous.
well, this is a little bit surprising. So, can you move and like hit things?
Can I cast him a scratch on the tree?
And my character now tries to move, but is like stumbling a bit. Like since I just like got summoned out of a tree, I'm like having small problems to move.
And so yeah,
And I'm trying to get help. And now I'm asking, could you help me? Help me up a bit. I'm having a hard time.
I grab him by the arm and I try to
Look at
keep
that
him
guy.
up and make sure he doesn't fall over. Like,
and you yourself are very tired at this stage, so it's just a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
this is
You
not
should have a
easy.
rest.
Can somebody come and help me here? Like, this is unexpected.
In before Yuminda on a
What's
broomstick
going on?
comes around. Because...
So Yuminda eventually makes her way around, and you're fresh because you have
What is going
as
on?
soon as you step into the hallowed ground, Yuminda, you feel something within you rebel, and then there is a shock in the air around you coming from the tree. And Strom, you feel this keenly. Something unholy has entered your hallowed ground.
Oh.
And you feel this too, Pada, and you get the immediate sense of that thing needs to frickin' die. Whatever that thing is that stepped into the area.
That's just Pada though, right?
Yes.
Like
That's
Pada now
Pada.
wants to
Pada
stab
gets the-
Yuminda.
Pada gets the feeling of, this is my sacred zone. Something
PvP,
evil has come into
no.
my sacred zone.
Oh!
Get that thing out of here, kill it.
I feel something evil in this area, and it's something dark. It's like some kind of dark magic coming into here. Like try to kill it. It's
Oh, don't kill mistress, no!
And
it's
Strom,
trying to harm our area.
you see as Yuminda passes through some of the branches and enters your tree area, and the source of the evil entity is coming from Yuminda.
Oh, so I know it is from her, like because I was gonna.
Yeah, you can't tell what it is about her, but you know it's from
I
her.
have something to tell you, Strom.
Well, I
was
actually
making
wait before you say that. I have some questions. Why are you evil?
What?
Maybe
Yes,
because of that evil
I
food
think
that like Frey ate.
I was preparing your food, and then there was this darkness that came out of my hand and tried to get into it.
Are you infected by something, Yuminda?
Yes, I am actually.
Pada.
It's the you know who that tried to infect.
He who shall not be named.
And the drag.
Pada has the immediate reaction of wanting to, or rather, what's your character's name again?
Asteria?
Asteria.
Wait, just call me Ace.
So what is that, by the way?
That is in my language a different word for something that we eat all day.
He doesn't seem very friendly to. He seems. Well, why is he holding that?
Ace is looking towards you with quite angry eyes.
You need to calm down. I'm not doing this intentionally. You realize?
Okay, you both wait. Oh my god. Okay, I need you, treeman. You chill, and you really chill. Like, I don't need you making a fuss right now. I have created you. I can't undo you. And you
immediately goes to Strom's head.
Hey, I didn't realize you were that sort of. What's Strom? Oh,
hello.
Proud
What
of you,
happened
Strom.
here?
and you. Why
Gaston,
are you like?
Gaston
you have a kid.
in the area as well.
It's
You
not
got
really
a
a
kid,
kid. It's
Strom.
more like a tree that I've turned into a person somehow.
We have
didn't
three
plan on
men.
this.
It's humanity.
But he wants to
Does it
kill
still-
me for some reason.
Hoggett,
I know
you've
why.
come along to the.
Okay, wait.
So basically,
I know that Yuminda just lied, right? Because
Um,
Yuminda just said he wants to kill me for some reason. I don't know why.
yes, I do know why.
Oh, you do
Actually.
know why. Okay.
I'm just full of shit right now. Hold on.
You cannot be full of
I
shit.
do-
I will know if you're full of shit. I have cast discern
But
lines.
out
on
of
this
character, I'm
entire
full
area.
of shit. But I would try to be better in
But
character.
please try to establish when you're being out of character, because
Well,
otherwise we take it as in
I was
character.
actually gonna explain the thing.
Okay, explain.
Okay, go ahead.
Ustagath told me that you know who has infested my being, and if I ever become emotionally like angry or upset, it could trigger, and I would become. It would manifest.
Okay.
It's dormant right now, and he tried to poison the food, but Castamere, he finished the dish. I hope it was all right.
Wait, did the cat cook that?
So the cat cooked.
Yeah, well, he can cook.
Okay.
I was wondering
He's
why
a
there was
good
so much
cat. He's a
hair in
good
my
cat.
dinner tonight.
No, don't worry about it. He can levitate things.
Okay. And why are you coming to me with this?
Well, because I felt something. Castamere felt shocked and excited, so I went over here.
Oh.
I felt
okay.
him.
So about this evil thing,
I don't want it.
we could.
Help.
Can I try to hallow him?
Hello.
Because he.
No.
Am I a sight? No. Let's travel
What
to
if I lay him
Yuminda.
out
It's
on
a
the
nice
ground?
vacation.
I mean, you could try the
Her.
ritual you tried on Gaston,
What?
Help.
Yeah, I guess. But that's.
but
just,
you are very tired at this stage.
Yeah, I know. At
You
this
don't
stage,
look too
no,
well,
Like right now, I
Ghost John.
can't
Do you
do
want-
anything.
Come here. Get on the broom. Let's get you somewhere nice to sleep. Maybe. Wait. Wagon.
Stay here.
Wagon.
I really
Come.
don't want to go. I want to stay here.
Let's stay here then. Wagon, come here.
Over the course of a couple of minutes, the wagon does make its way over and parks itself near the tree.
Here you go, Strom.
Can everybody
deserved a
else
bit of a
also
rest.
come, please? Can you get everybody else? And
What?
I want to cast one last spell before I go and go to sleep and rest. And that is Bountiful Banquet.
Oh.
Bountiful blanket.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
level 4 druid spell.
What's it do?
You conjure a beautiful and delicious feast with oyster rolls. Oyster rolls? 4 courses worth of food and plentiful drink. The food appears on on ornate serving trays or in exquisite coppered tureens, as appropriate of each type of dish. Place settings and serving utensils also appear, enough for each creature that will participate in the feast. Along with elegant tablecloths and table linens. The spell does not create furniture, but the feast does adapt to appear on top of existing tables.
Well, thing is, I have foldable tables. I can lay those out for you.
Though the feast and all the finery lasts only 1 hour, creatures that partake remain nourished and sated for 24 hours. I have little control over the fine details of the feast, but I can specify what type of dish I want for each course and what sort of beverages are provided. And it depends on what kind of creature casts it. So since I'm a druid, it would create natural berries, whole roasted animals, sweet nectar for beverages, and it would have wooden plates with chopsticks.
Okay, and as Yuminda brings out a number of these tables, you're still a little uncomfortable in her presence within your hallowed space. But nothing seems to be happening immediately. And she lays out the tables and you cast the spell and a veritable feast appears in front of you.
I just want to specify
delicious
how much
roast hog.
How much food I actually create, because it is a feast for 2 creatures per level, so I have enough food for 20 creatures.
So do you want to give some to the dragons?
That was my plan. I'm not gonna do it myself because I'm tired and exhausted, but if somebody could
cast
part of this to the dragons, or maybe even ask them to...
Well, they're not too far away.
I'll carry this to them. Do not.
Oh, no.
You ask them to come over. By the way, one question. It says enough for each creature that will participate in the feast. So every creature, a dragon is a creature. Yeah. So does it create enough food for a dragon, for each dragon?
No, because the dragons aren't there when you cast it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, get the dragons to come over, and then we have a feast.
Well, we have a flying cat who can get over there really quick.
Gaston runs over there and gets
actually made the food yet. I was just describing the spell.
So Gaston,
racing,
hoping to find something interesting to do, rushes over to the dragons and meets them, and they look down towards him. Yes, little one, have you come for another favor?
Well, we were gonna have dinner, so I wanted to invite you over.
And they seem a little bit more pleased at this, and they look at each other and kind of nod their heads and start moving over these enormous dragon footfells going, and then eventually flying over the lake, because it's on the opposite side of the lake that these guys are. Flying over the lake briefly and then landing in the Hallowed area. And
this is nice.
As they enter the Hallowed area, they look towards the new tree that's come up, and they look towards Stromstrom, and they kind of nod their head in reverence to the location, and then settle down nearby, crouching down as low as they can.
Okay, so
as your feet appear in front of them.
This is where I cast my Bountiful Banquet. I would also like to ask somebody for the favor of bringing some to the Phoenix.
Yes, I will.
But don't
Gaston is eager to please at the moment.
Okay. Gaston, you can bring it to the Phoenix, but don't talk to it or anything. Just put the food in front of it and take a good chunk of it, because we have food for 20 creatures, which is more than what we need. So anything that is left over, right? Bring to the Phoenix and just place it there, and then leave it. It'll eat it itself, and then that's that. Okay, and then I go and lay down within the little tree cave and go to sleep. And that's
okay. So
I didn't have to bring wagon over here. God damn it!
Well, no, I'm not gonna.
Well, I mean, it'd be nice for all of us to sort of settle. I mean, anyway.
Well, I guess I was thinking bring a wagon for Stromstrom to sleep.
Just for clarification, this is now considered to be a significant Green Faith Holy Site.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very sick.
That was the plan. Yeah. Alright, that's what I needed. I needed a significant Green Faith Holy Site.
Oh, it is definitely a significant.
I'm very impressed by this.
You are the voice of Gosran. You've created your very first hallowed site. It's a pretty significant site.
Man, this Gosran fellow really knows how to cook.
Okay, so over the course of the next few hours, or the next hour, you participate in this glorious feast, and the dragons have not really had the opportunity to have a full feast like this at their sides, because what is summoned in front of them is entire buffaloes and rhinos and elephants cooked up and ready for the feast. And you can see one of them takes an elephant in its two hands and starts like digging in.
Rip that elephant. The food only.
And I'm allowing this because it's in the ley line cave, and you've got super magic. So sure, why not?
The food only lasts for 1 hour, by the way. So.
But they're still satisfied for 24, though.
Yes, but we need to finish eating in 1 hour.
Yuminda is just gonna.
They do so. I mean, they are aware of how magic.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about.
The dog is running around, eating everything.
Dog can only eat so much before it gets full.
The best chef.
Yeah. I only now
make a
found
toast
this spell
for the Gosray.
because it's actually, for some reason, this spell is not in PC Gen, but it is a completely standard spell. It's not part of any like crazy like special thing or anything like that. It's just
it's just sometimes PC Gen hasn't been updated in a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty so at least for this role play.
I figured out how to get the latest sources and just drop them into your PC Gen, and then you get all of the updated shit that they've been working on. It's
wish I had that.
easy. I can show you guys how to do it later,
Yes,
after the session.
Yeah, please, yes.
Yeah, Melon and I figured it out because I wanted to play a new class, like a actual class that's not PC Gen.
Okay,
Kineticist. I want to play Kineticist.
Having finished this session, let's have a look. Ace.
Hi.
You're feeling a little bit out of sorts here. I mean, you've been summoned into this world, and you know instinctually you are a vessel for Gosray's will in this realm. And Yuminda over there is, I mean, you know that something about her is directly against Gosray's will, and you're not sure entirely what.
So
you're kind of leaning. You're leaning towards Strom for guidance here, because he's the one who summoned you into this realm. Even though Gosray is the one who kind of gave you form, it was through Strom, and you know that, Strom is kind of the authority here. But you are distinctly uncomfortable with Yuminda's presence currently.
Yeah, so I'm like telling to her that I'm like uncomfortable with her sitting around me. Like, and because of that weird dark magic that is like in her, or like around her.
Yep. So Yuminda, Ace has come up to you and said that he's uncomfortable with your presence.
I'm uncomfortable with you.
Please leave. I don't want to stay here.
Yuminda?
Yo, Frey.
We have lost Frey.
Rip
Frey.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
We're good.
Hello.
Like the
Did you
first
hear
thought
what happened
I
just
had.
then?
Like,
Yes. Why are you being so rude? I mean, just enjoy the feast. I didn't do this on purpose or anything. Out of character, I don't actually remember doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Or like being stupid, I guess.
Yes.
I didn't mean to.
Like it's not about you that makes me uncomfortable.
Vegetable person.
like it's like no, not you. Like your personality that makes me uncomfortable. What makes me uncomfortable is that weird presence you have.
Well, how do you think I feel? Don't ask for this thing.
Some people are trying
Can't you
to
do
slip
anything?
here.
You seem like a holy thing.
Are you in fact?
I like in fact I could like since I'm level 9 I could like cast like greater detect magic to learn more information about this dark presence he has.
You could certainly try.
That would be great.
I'm asking Frey,
Yes.
no, Yuminda, Yuminda, should I try casting some detect magic on you to try to learn some more information about
normal
your presence?
detect magic? I mean, that I'm not sure if that would work. Normal detect magic. What are you suggesting here? I mean, you could try.
Like
try
greater
something.
detect magic.
You try your best.
Try.
I just really don't want this thing.
Is there some way we can separate it from you?
I mean, out of character, I don't know how possession works. If this thing is possessing Yuminda, what if Yuminda possesses something else?
Okay, so let's just talk
Very
out of character for a second.
Very specifically, out of character, like metagaming here, but there is a 5th level cleric spell called Atonement.
Yes, that's exactly what I was. Actually, I'm not actually evil yet.
No.
Neutral. Right now, true neutral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Atonement.
It describes removing the burden of misdeeds from a subject and reverses magical alignment changes.
That's
I don't think that would remove the Dark Lord though, but it would still be good. Like you would return to normal, like alignment wise.
It also causes redemption, which
yeah, that you can actually learn someone that's like evil to be your to try and willingly become your alignment. Yeah. Well, it would take a bit of prayer and such. Yeah, that's a really cool spell, by the way. I like
yeah.
that.
Yes.
You know how to do it.
Padad's character would know.
Your character knows how to do this.
Hello. Pada's character wouldn't
This
know.
is why I love. That's why I love to have this cleric in our party. Clerics are so good.
Yeah, clerics are awesome.
So I'm gonna be sleeping for the next 8 hours, so you guys can go ahead and figure out what you're up
We
to.
should not disturb Stromstrom or poke him with sticks.
Definitely don't poke him with sticks. I mean,
Somebody
he'll probably
pokes-
sleep through it, so it wouldn't be that bad.
Somebody
but...
pokes me with sticks, I'm gonna cast Flame Strike on them.
Does poking
What
with
if
a
it's a
hammer
holy gospel
instead?
stick?
I'm gonna poke him with a hammer instead then.
No. 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 So yes, do what you can.
So, is that what you want to do?
What do I call you anyway? Stone tree.
Just call me Ace.
Ace. As well, if that's what you want to be called, sure.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out that components thing, like out of character with Atonement, like
Have some money.
like the components are like V, S, M, like I'm looking
no,
at.
yes.
Okay, wait, let me explain that really.
Let Baumeister explain.
Yeah, so V
Like, I
is
don't know
vocal,
anything.
so you need to be able to speak. S is somatic. You need to be able to
Semantic,
move. You need to make movement with your hands, right?
Oh,
M
okay.
is material. Most of the time, material is a
Trivial
joke.
stuff.
And by a joke, I don't just mean this is kind
It's
of
RP.
stupid, but as in it is literally meant to be a joke, right? And it is not like most of the time you completely ignore it.
Okay.
In very
Unless
for
specific,
RP reasons.
in very
Associated,
specific
like-
cases, you don't. But then it is written there, and it is really obvious that this is supposed to be taken
Yeah,
seriously.
like diamond dust and such.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like it's
or like
burning
it's been
incense.
struck by lightning.
Rhino
Yeah.
tails.
Burning incense. It's like, wow, that's really important.
Well, actually-
to have.
Actually,
Does
that's
anyone need any
actually
mistletoe?
That's actually really expensive though. The incense stuff could be like 5,000 gold.
Incense.
Yeah, that's actually one of the more
Incense is
expensive ones.
5,000 gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like depending on the spell of the
Most
incense.
of the time, if a spell says you need this much gold worth of stuff, we just use the gold for it.
Does it actually say anything about?
No,
how
it doesn't say
expensive?
how much gold it requires of the incense.
Well,
It
then-
just says burning incense.
You can.
Then you
You can make your own incense. This is mostly plant matter, some other shit. Start burning that. All right, perfect. And it's basically assumed that in the background your character is
Collecting a bunch of
reapplying his little satchel of random goodies that he needs for spells,
Unless you're
collecting
in the
stuff in the
desert.
woods and stuff like that, because your character is that class and they actually know how to be a druid or wizard or whatever you are.
So,
How do I be a wizard?
Yeah. So in the background, they are remembering to do things like collecting sticks that have been struck by lightning.
You require 10 sticks of lightning striken.
Yeah.
And the water of a puddle blessed by someone.
How exactly do you want to do this?
Yuminda's just waiting.
Or do you want to do it in the first place? It's up to you.
Well, yeah.
Does someone have that spell? Can we just go for it? Let's do this.
Does that prepared?
Do we have everything? Do we have burning incense?
I don't actually need it. That's the point.
Don't worry about that. Like, unless it says a gold value next to it, like how much gold you need, just completely disregard. Like,
I mean,
okay.
Again, as I said, often these like material components are literally meant to be a joke. They're supposed to be something you see, you giggle at, and then you would disregard.
It's like squirrel droppings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did he actually prepare that spell?
It's RP flavor.
He's literally formed into existence.
Well, does he have spells prepared then?
Well, this will be his first preparation of spells, so yes.
Well, I guess he'll
And
do that
preparing
while
spells
he's
doesn't
eating.
take that long. It's just that you need to wait 8 hours before you can
We can just assume that he's like praying and stuff while after he's eaten.
Yeah.
He approaches Yuminda.
I mean, it could have been after that conversation that he then goes, okay, I'm going to go prepare that spell now.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because you can prepare your spells at any point, and it doesn't take that long. It's just that you can only do that once a day.
I'm gonna prepare.
I must prepare.
Actually, if you're a druid, it does take an hour to prepare spells.
You are
Oh,
not
really?
prepared.
Mine takes like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but druids can also do it as often as they want a day. Except Sabis doesn't let me do it out.
Yeah, that seems a little
It's
broken.
very powerful. I mean, it's very fair
I mean,
amount.
it's an
Yeah,
hour,
I guess we can assume that it takes less than an hour then, and probably because most classes it takes like 10 to 15 minutes to get ready.
Well, Windows is just chilling down there.
So,
eating some food.
So like after having that feast, I'm trying to prepare everything for the atonement, trying to cast on Yuminda.
okay, Yuminda, you need to sit down with Ace for an hour and allow him to allow his divine energy to work through you.
What's Hugh Treeman's name?
I don't know.
I'm
It sounds very fishy to me.
Do we?
The treeman's full name is Astaria.
That's basically Latin for salad.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. Well, my name is just two different languages
Tree
for
tree?
tree.
So
No, I think
as
it's just
Astaria's getting
salad
ready,
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Tree salad?
tree salad.
I'm tree and you're salad. Perfect.
Salad fingers.
That is
and
pretty
tree
perfect. So as Astaria's getting ready to do the ritual, I'm gonna go filter through my vials and pull out a nice looking one and offer it to the Hugh Treeman.
Which file is this?
It's whatever the primary attribute that type of class is. I'm giving him the one so that he can just get +2 to whatever he's doing.
Sure.
Because I have all 3 of the main stat
watering the
potions
salad.
prepared every day, so I can just kind of hand them all out.
I have a final score of 18 in Constitution.
What's your spellcasting ability for whatever
Wisdom.
class you are?
I am a cleric.
Okay,
Wisdom for cleric.
wisdom. Okay, cool. Then I give you the wisdom.
A wise
Name
potion.
is I think it's like Eagles something.
That's Owl's wisdom.
So,
Owl's
Ace?
wisdom. Yeah.
you look a little confused as this man comes up to you and offers you a potion to imbibe.
Trust me.
And
man, you want some crack?
Trust me.
I'm asking Hoggett, what is this potion? Will it do any harm to me? Will it hurt me?
No, it'll make your thing better. Just take it.
Put it in
So-
a pen.
So I'm taking the potion.
Yeah, and it's also you notice that it's not actually a potion, but it's kind of similar. It's a weird,
Like a
different
flask?
vial
Does he
with
know
a
what
very
a potion
different
is?
type of thing.
Since Pada is a tree or a plant,
Oh
can we have
please.
him rub the potions on himself and absorb them?
I think like one of those.
Oh, can I like water him?
That is
Yeah.
that is
Can I
flavor.
water him?
Instead of having him drink them.
That flavor is up to Pada.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Or like
Since
put it on
I'm a
his
tree,
feet.
Asteria, can I please?
Is it weird that I drink with my feet?
I'm a tree. I can drink with my feet and with other things
You
that are
get
on
like
my
a
body.
bowl and you put it on your feet.
Okay, yes. What do you want to do, Pada?
So I'm taking Chris' potion, or like I'm asking Chris politely
Nice with the
to wrap his potion on me.
Healing salve.
Alright, so I pour a
Is it very
glowing
sensual?
extract onto the roots of the tree, and he absorbs it and
Well, it's
feels
not really
more
root.
wise.
It's not a tree that stands in front of you. It looks like a human. It's just got like it's green
like
and
a
has
humanoid
bark in
tree.
places.
Well, we all know
Then
what's
I
going
water
on,
him
though.
on top of his
So it's
head.
a creep.
Okay.
Please go on.
It's some really deep shit.
You absorb the potion through your feet.
He's giving a foot massage.
And you get +4 to wisdom.
foot
So
massage,
all your
plus one.
rolls and stuff will be
Plus 2 to your
+2.
modifier.
So my
So-
wisdom will be 20.
Yes.
Yes, that's it.
But only temporarily, right? Not permanently.
Temporary.
20. Yeah, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, so +2 essentially gives you +1 to the thing.
So this is +4. So it's
Yeah, I'm giving you
+2.
+4, so you're getting +2.
Oh, so my wisdom will be 18 instead.
No,
Like,
no,
I have
no,
a-
no.
What is your current wisdom?
My character wisdom, like final score is 16.
Current wisdom score is 16. Okay, so yeah, it
20.
takes you up to 20 then.
Oh, okay.
Well, will you actually be able to cast that high-level spells if you've got 16 wisdom?
What?
Like with that potion, I get temporarily 20.
But 16 wisdom is absolute.
It's not like a wizard who has to have a certain level of intelligence to cast spells.
Oh, really?
No, he does need
just-
a certain amount of wisdom, but 16 is good. Like he doesn't need any. more
Seems
than
all
that.
right.
Yeah.
Well, the
okay.
more, the better. You just feed him with
Pretty
these
much.
potions all the time.
So,
Chris
So
keeps doing that.
should I roll on atonement? Like,
yes, so you set up the area, you burn the incense that kind of grows from the tree next to you. You just kind of touch the tree, the great tree that you came from, and a set of incense just comes out of it. There, you've got incense.
Here you go, my son.
Oh.
Have incense.
so suddenly I got incense, and like I'm trying to I'm trying to
You
burn it.
incense, right? Can we just have it so that he like lights his finger on fire and that's
What? This is a weird
So-
session. It's fantastic.
This
I'm
is
having
very
far
weird,
too much
treatment.
fun with this tree thing.
Yuminda
good
seems to be
distraction.
very
Okay,
confused.
so
But I'm
Yuminda.
I'm politely asking others to burn the incense since I'm made out of a tree and I can burn myself with that.
And Baum is dying because it's too hilarious.
So
You just couldn't handle that.
Ace walks around asking for someone for a light for his incense.
What?
I bring him over. I got you. And I start a little fire because I did multi-class to wizard for 1 level, so I have a whole bunch.
So I'm giving
You've got just
Hoggett-
flame, don't you?
I'm giving Hoggett the incense
Spark.
and asking him to flame
Well,
it.
why are you
Yeah,
running
so take a
around? I
finger
just cast
and-
spark on him like a fucking
Can I get it going?
bear.
All right.
Okay. So you now have you have burning incense now. You sit down next to Yuminda and focus on this corruption within her, hoping to bring atonement. As you do so, a voice enters your head, Ace. A voice you know. It's your creator. It's Gosray. Enters your head. Looks through your eyes into what you are attempting. You are within his his hallowed ground now, and he can see through your eyes into this darkness in front of you.
Help,
And
While he's
immediately-
sleeping,
help.
like is it like the creator like Strom that's seeing through my eyes while he's
not
sleeping?
Strom.
No.
Gosray.
Strom's
Gosray got.
Oh.
Strom was the method by which you came into this world. Your
Oh.
father is Gosray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he asked Gosray.
Salad,
to create
son
you,
of
and you were
Gosray.
created by Gosray.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay. I didn't know.
A lot of the
So,
druid
Bowmy's
powers
the
are basically
mom.
asking your gods to do things for you.
Bowmy's mum.
Mum.
Mama
Yeah,
Stromstrom.
is mum.
My mother's
no.
I guess it's kind of the other way
That
around.
that's
Yeah, I would say it's yellow and brown. I would be down.
100% confirmed.
Yeah, he just showed up for the very beginning of the creation and just knew what it was.
Difficult to know exactly.
Especially,
Anyway.
especially since Gosser
This
actually
is
is a two-faced god.
important
Moving on.
information.
Anyway,
Like,
This is important.
Stromstrom is my mother that I never had.
All right, let's go then move along.
Oh,
Continuing.
we have the kid playing.
So, this presence of Gosray immediately strikes out towards Yuminda. It's a very powerful presence, and it almost catches you entirely off guard. The strength of energy that rushes through you momentarily. Stromstrom, you are immediately awoken as you feel Gosray has entered the area near you in your
blue
hallowed
phantom
ground.
Gosray.
Am I alarmed or just awoken?
You are awoken, and it's a strong presence of he's here in your realm right now.
Yo, what's up, man?
Well, I guess I need to go check on it then.
Gosray here, man.
But yes, nearby you can see Yuminda seated next to Ace, who has hands out and is glowing with the power of Gosray. And
Great
in
Scott.
fact, around Ace grows an aura of what you can only imagine is the apparition of Gosray itself, as it grows and seems to look down at Yuminda. And Yuminda, this is a god. This is a god looking directly at you with quite angry eyes.
Hello.
What?
like,
Okay.
girl, you fucked up.
I might have accidentally a Dark Lord.
And then suddenly, like, the god reaches into me and gives him a branch fidget spinner.
Say, God damn it.
Not this side.
So,
Hello.
Gosray, the apparition of Gosray at least, leans down towards Yuminda and brings out a hand. And the hand clasps Yuminda, but you don't feel anything other than a tug from the middle of you as the hand passes straight through you and pulls. And you feel breathlessness for a moment, and then relief as this dark essence that you hadn't really realized that you had taken on. You hadn't really processed how much of a weight it was on your entire existence. It's just kind of
This feels pretty good.
tugged out of you
That's nice.
like a splinter. And you see a dark, horrible, oily substance come out of Yuminda.
Oh man, thank
It is like flailing, trying to get away, but the power of Gosray in this moment in its hallowed place is just too strong.
Hey,
And-
hello there.
And,
You in my house,
Fragment of the Dark Lord.
So
like,
This
could we try
thing-
catching that?
apparently,
And he
said
just
it was
holds
my
it in his
patron.
fingers,
did I do good?
looks down at Yuminda.
You did very good.
Did I do good?
What did he say? Hold on, I can't hear him.
Yeah, everybody's talking over Cerise. Can you just shut up for a second?
Everyone, shut
Thank
the
you.
fuck up. Thank you.
Yeah, Gosray looks towards Yuminda, and this is the first time you have heard the voice of a true god speak to you, like, or at least to your memory. You've heard the
Squeaking.
Dark Lord previously,
Fake
the
Lord.
Dark Powers, but you didn't realize that was a god. This is a god speaking to you now, and its voice your entire body trembles as its voice powers through you. You are lucky that it was I who found this, and not any of my less compassionate allies.
Yeah.
And then it turns away from Yuminda, and then it just examines this oily remnant that it has within its power.
Should probably put that
I
somewhere.
see. So that is how you have been eluding us for so long. I wonder how many other fragments there are out there.
Oh, it's Voldemort.
And it just vanishes.
Well, thank God I don't have that remnant anymore.
Yeah, no, Gaston, you are free of that. But
Yeah, that would have been a disaster.
Strom, and Ace, you feel the gaze of Gosray go towards both of you simultaneously somehow. And it looks towards
really
you.
Bad lazy eye.
I cannot find all of these remnants myself. The dark presence has hidden itself within its corrupted individuals throughout the world. And we deities would tear this world asunder if we were to try and recover all of the pieces. But you present me with another option. Find the others who have this corruption within them. And then summon me to you at the time, when you have them imprisoned.
We would really appreciate
I will remove the Dark Lord's essence from each of them as you do so, and we will hunt this dark power to extinction.
Absolutely. Just one question. Do they need to be alive?
If they pass on,
just punch the shit out of them.
The energies of the Dark Lord will escape to another one of its hosts.
Okay, but that makes it a whole lot more difficult.
It would be far wiser to keep them alive, such that the Dark Lord does not have the opportunity to grow in strength.
Absolutely.
From what I understand,
Absolutely.
I understand of this strategy of the Dark Lord, it has put seeds, put minute parts of itself amongst many mortals in the realm. I do not know the exact numbers. I cannot. Not unless I wish to destroy the entirety of the realm. And I do not desire that.
Sort of our home.
Okay.
As it stands, we have... myself and the rest of the Pantheon have already hunted the vast majority, the core of the dark essence, of the dark powers. And we have since been searching this realm. You've probably seen the results of our gaze in the world around you. These rifts that form from our very presence. We will be withdrawing for some time, as any further effort on our behalf would likely do too much damage, and that we would lose our opportunity to trap him here. For the moment, we will be keeping a watchful vigil, ensuring that he does not escape to any of the rest of his dark realm.
We'll try our best.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good.
But you're certain you need them alive? Because I'm just saying that really complicates the entire situation.
No. We don't kill people.
If you do kill a vessel, it is not the worst thing, but it will allow his power to concentrate in the other vessels. And they will grow
so
stronger.
then like we still kill a part of him, but all of the other parts become more powerful.
Yes.
Okay.
Like that movie, The One.
But if you keep them alive and allow me to extract them as I have today, then they will weaken him
We
entirely.
don't want to kill people who doesn't deserve it. They could be just
but
like me.
I mean, I assume they probably won't give us much of a choice. I'm just saying, if we're trying to hunt down the Dark Lord,
Worst comes to worst.
they'll
you can
probably
just
fight
teleport
us,
them over
They'll
here.
probably try to kill us, and we'll probably have to kill them if we want to really have a decent chance at actually making it through that.
Stromstrom,
hold
you're
on.
really good at
To that, I
teleporting
think
things.
it
You can
could.
just get over here.
You have a Gaston.
And we do have a Gaston as well.
I think it's on. Can tackle him.
I
can tackle them for days.
And then teleport them over here.
Okay.
What happens
The
if I
essence of-
send a Dark Lord infested person into the astral?
I like
the
like how the
alchemy-
god is still
the
just
essence-
like, I imagine the god is just sitting next to us and just listening to this and just like, well, seems they
Yeah.
got it figured out.
Gosray has dealt with mortals for a very, very long time. He's just kind of sitting there patiently. This apparition of him
Yeah. If he's just
Very
taking
kind of you
questions,
to take your
then
time and visit us
Hoggett
here, Gosray.
kicks in. Question: what happens if we send one to the astral plane?
That would be convenient, in fact. But our presence in the astral plane is stronger than here. We would be able to deal with the...
Oh, well.
Good to
Is
know.
Desna
By the
We
way,
would be
Juminda,
able to deal
I
with it
might have
directly
figured
in
out
the
how to
astral
send people to
plane.
the astral.
Oh, you have astral tooth,
It
astral
is in
paste.
fact, because our presence is too much for this realm, that it is being torn apart as we speak. That is why we will be withdrawing somewhat, allowing the rifts to close, rather than continuing our hunt. Now that we know the strategy of the Dark One, we can hunt him more effectively. But if you were able to
Oh, yes.
expel his essence to the astral plane, there we can take him directly.
This is good news.
Fantastic. I assume we have a means to do this.
Yeah, I got this glowing pasty stuff.
Oh, look at that. Can we make more of that?
Maybe.
Yo, is Desna here?
So, Gaston, you have a
Karen
question?
here?
As Gaston brings the visage of Gosray turns towards you, and you feel the weight of a god looking at you.
Hello.
Hello. Is Desna along with you?
Is what?
Desna.
Who's that? Sorry, this is
God
out
of
of...
the dreams.
Pardon?
A goddess. Goddess of the stars.
Travel.
Traveling and liberation.
Yes. So
Is Colonel's here?
she is one of the pantheon who has come.
Yeah, out of character. Desna, in the lore, went to hell to grab one of her favorite clerics. And almost started a war in the process with the
Yeah,
gods.
so she'd
She's
definitely
that
be
sort of. She's the chaotic good.
What a badass.
she'd definitely be
Chaotic good. Yeah, that makes sense.
But she cannot speak to you here.
Second.
I have a unique
Hey, what's
ability to manifest this realm thanks to my voice and now my cleric in this holy place.
I tried to.
None of the other gods, if they had attempted to manifest, would the results would not be favorable.
I tried
for
to
this
speak to
realm.
my deity when this thing came in this place.
It turned. Gosray turns back towards you, Yuminda. I see.
Keranos, the god of hunts, the forest, and the wild places.
Yes, he is
Bringer of
part
the
of this
wild
hunt
ones.
as well. He is one of the ones leading the charge, so to speak. Let me see, young one. And again, it's Gosray's hand moves towards you, Yuminda, and this time touches you gently. And you feel it's the presence of Gosray flow through you. And then for a moment, the presence of your patron flows through you as well, as a connection is strengthened within you. And Gosray steps back. Now, you should be able to talk more freely with your patron. However, I would caution you to do so in a place that is more sacred to him rather than to me. His presence here is muted by my own.
That makes sense.
Hey,
It's more of a dark, deep forest sort of person.
Mm.
yes, don't ask the question. It's written in the chat.
Sorry?
Ask a question.
Oh,
In the
you
chat.
wish... Interesting. Most interesting. I have no doubt that she would. Most of the pantheon involved in the hunt have an interest in extending their influence to the creatures of this realm. I will pass the message on, so to speak.
I too would fight for
Thank
my
you.
gods.
Very well then. If our business is concluded for the moment, I must discuss this with the rest of the pantheon. This is Most excellent. A most fortuitous circumstance.
Great. Goodbye.
And then Gosray's apparition vanishes. And you are left
It's a very nice.
somewhat
Bye.
shaken
Have
by
a
the
beautiful
somewhat
time.
shaken by the presence of the extremely powerful being, but also relieved as you have an idea of at least what's going on slightly more concretely, and also the idea that maybe the world isn't about to end.
Well, that's a really good news. And Strom,
By the way,
you got quite a bit of friends.
Mhm.
Got a bit of
High
friends in high
place.
places there.
Yeah, seems like it. But I'm gonna go back to sleep, and so I go back.
Which
to
Yeah.
sleep.
You take it easy.
John just turns, like, rolls back over it immediately.
It's like,
Yeah.
yep, I do.
This is
Good
a lot
night.
of noise. I help him out with
Can-
casting slumber hex on him. Even
Okay.
though-
When he wakes up, can we go for adventure time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very,
Yes.
So give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to be right back.
that was a nice.
Feel free to discuss stuff amongst
Yes.
yourself now.
Let
That
us.
was a
let us
nice little
metagame of it.
campfire session. I love it.
That was a good campfire
Yep.
session. I'm really happy.
This
with
actually-
it. Astral based.
I hope
Yeah,
I get a star.
It's
as a
very
weapon.
healthy to have sessions like this, not always
Yeah.
just going about.
Okay, so
This time we actually have a
So
story.
plans. The plans. Let's talk
Yeah.
plans.
Yo,
Cats.
can
Still
I?
got, still got time, right?
So
Yo.
we have a cat. It's good to know.
Yes,
I might
have
get a
cat.
star as a weapon. I need
A
a star. as a weapon.
familiar. And we have a Casimir.
I think my next step is like with my roots, like
Minecraft.
Oh,
like
should all
while
just
to rest,
give
I'm going to rest
Pada
too,
attention now.
and my roots go into the earth, and then like I soak up some energy to channel some energy, I guess, strength for the next adventure we're going to.
Oh, this can overlap so well with our other story, because like
Yeah.
now our purpose, right, is we have become the holy champions of the pantheon of the gods to go and
gods.
extinguish.
Yes.
Yep. And
Promise
it's also,
cough.
I think what's really exciting also is that not all of the infected people have to be
Oh,
combative.
infected people.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
like not all the corrupted people have to be combative. There can be some like political players in the background that we have to like try to manage to get to, so
Oh,
that
but the
way we
thing
can
is right
just
now-
get the
Politics.
evil out of them.
Yeah, like the
Mommy
big,
had
Also, there will of course be big old
Big
corrupted
old
bosses.
yeah,
Should
but
be
the
badass.
Inquisition would be like the big group of people that like.
Yep.
Oh man,
Half
now
all
the
of the
world
bad
isn't
guys.
ending. That's good.
Evil Empire. And we can assume that the people at the
Inquisition.
highest levels of the Inquisition are almost unilaterally corrupted because
Yeah.
they're going to be greedy individuals who are easily corrupted since they chose that
Really,
lifestyle.
they're
of power
really
anyway.
hateful.
And
I'm gonna kill everyone. Guess-
yeah, with the introduction of all these dark forces,
Yeah,
they're
'cause
likely to start.
they've established the fact
on
that
people.
the Dark Lord seeks out people who are aggressive and hateful.
Yeah, and of
Mhm.
course, greed in humans is always the thing that's exploited.
Yeah.
Sort of setting the
So
spike
he
evil
could
forces.
potentially have an army.
Yeah, so and I mean, there already exists an army that already is law in this realm. If the dark forces
They
were to
have
take
an
over a
army,
single
but
entity,
we-
it would obviously be that one.
Yeah.
That'd be so.
So now,
amazing.
what do we want to do?
Why don't I just
We go for that legendary artifact because it might help us.
Yes.
Logically speaking, that would be the best step, but Melon didn't really want us to.
Well, it's not right now, of course, because this.
What's the-
so
what's the
I
legend-
imagine the session is about to end soon. This is just
Yes.
a,
Hello. Yes. Somewhat soon. We can discuss plans and the
Venus.
like, and possibly get you heading in that direction. But
I'm gonna keep researching magic and try to get rid of the
No, it's
fortune
actually-
hex.
Right. So
That's about it.
so,
So
what was discussed?
we were talking about how this stuff fits along with what we were already doing in that if the dark forces are going to be corrupting any organizations within this realm, it's obviously going to be the one that has the most imposed law and largest armies, i.e. the Inquisition. So now it's time to go fight the evil empire.
It's time to strike back.
Hmm.
The power of gods.
As the holy warriors for the pantheon of gods.
So
Yuminda's gonna need to be able to use a bow.
I'm gonna smear some paste on some motherfuckers, and it's gonna be real funny.
The holy symbol of Keranos is the longbow, or like the weapon.
The etherealness thing, I can bring you guys with me also, because it's ethereal jaunt. That's only one person. Etherealness lets you hold hands and take multiple people.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take deific obedience.
No. Potion.
You're a robot. I didn't hear anything you said.
Am I? Oh dear.
You're back
Robot
now.
says.
No, you're not.
Okay. As the potion is something that is like you drink, it's a potion of singular use. Like you can't use it to turn multiple people.
Oh, okay. Then it's a potion of
ethereal.
ethereal jaunt.
Ethereal jaunt then. That's
Yeah,
fine.
etherealness is
This
basically
feat-
ethereal jaunt, except you can hold hands and take lots of people.
no,
And then
it's
ethereal jaunt
one
is
use
just
per
you get to
person.
go and be ethereal. Okay,
One
cool.
use per
This
person, but nonetheless,
feat-
ethereal.
I will
etherealness is
update
still
my
very
docs.
useful.
I will update my docs. Yes.
Take a look at this feat. I think this would.
By the way,
suit
Hoggett,
session very
You get
well.
the feeling that you're not going to get any other alchemical effects from this area. So you can't just keep trying and finding more and more alchemical
Yeah,
effects.
I would figure that. I mean, I figured this is the alchemical effect
This is
of
the thing you
stuff
can
in this
get.
area, and presumably, if I run low, I can try to come here and make more.
You can try, yes.
Yeah,
That-
and I will get to that when I get to that, and I assume it'll probably be pretty hard.
we'll see.
There might be
Anyway,
some exhausting of time.
If you take this feat, you can pretty much merge your class to be more like a holy champion. Deific obedience. As the thing you need to do every day is an obedience like that is stated under your deity. So like for example, one deity would have you do like write a poem and give it to a stranger with a heartfelt compliment. That's Shaylin. Pretty much just merges your class and gives you bonuses.
We can discuss that
hundreds.
after, like, we can discuss all those mechanics things after we've done with today's session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish right now?
In the cave.
Strom, it's, let's say for the purposes of moving things along, the next 8 hours passes, Yuminda feels so much lighter than you
Just carry her around.
and all of you within this hallowed space feel calm.
This is a nice place you've got
It's a
here.
very nice place.
Feels good.
But the hours pass, and Strom eventually wakes from his extended sleep, 10 hours, because you were awake for a long time. And you come back to, and it's like, oh, okay, ready to face today.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Well, I'm gonna cast Bountiful Banquet and make a food for everybody.
Hell yeah!
For breakfast.
Bountiful
And you can see this time the dragons are almost expecting it, because suddenly they're just there. Like
Everyone's-
you look around and there was no dragons, but and a second later there's 3 dragons.
We start setting up the folding table.
What about the phoenix?
Creatures are coming out of the woodworks.
Does the phoenix come by?
I'm gonna make my entire 4th spell slot just Bountiful Banquet 5 times.
Bountiful breakfast is the best breakfast.
You enjoy a bountiful, wonderful breakfast.
I wanna give some
Once
to the Phoenix
got the
too.
leftovers over to the Phoenix. And
Yuminda's
the Phoenix is starting to
Very
warm up.
happy.
To the people coming over and giving it food.
Aw.
Good.
There's also
Phoenix.
the Storm Phoenix as well.
Very sad
yeah.
that he's not getting bountiful breakfast.
But he's not in range, right? Like I can't give anything to him.
No, he's still in the area. He's just a little
Getting
less
closer.
welcoming.
Fly to him.
Getting
well,
closer
then
and
I do
closer
the same
eventually.
thing I
Probably
did
not
with
get
the
so
other
close.
Phoenix. I'd like put a little bit of food down in front of him, just say, here, you can have this if you want, and then I leave.
And it does come and take the food, but I don't know. It seems less friendly. It accepts the food, but doesn't seem to be you don't seem to be gaining much in the way of favor from it.
There's no reciprocation.
What does a Storm Phoenix want?
Storm.
Question.
For you to leave him alone.
Fuck off, you.
How can I make
Look
a
at her.
Storm Phoenix like me? Can I make the
Let's play
weather
something.
bad?
Phoenix is a emo.
Oh, can I like go? Oh, I sit next to the Phoenix, like in the range of the Phoenix, and I start meditating to change the weather and turn it into a storm. Does he like me more now?
Okay, you do this. You sit down nearby. It tolerates your presence since you've been bringing it food, but you can see that it is gazing down at you with kind of a suspicious look. And then you start channeling the storm around it. And it kind of just glares at you even more.
Damn it.
And then
from having a date.
And you can, as the weather changes nearby into a bit of a storm, you finally hear a voice in your head.
Fuck off, you.
Think you can take my domain? Is that what it is?
No,
you think
I
you are
just thought
better
you
than
might
I?
appreciate it.
I appreciate none of it. The storm is my domain.
Okay, I
not
can
for
stop,
some
so I
interloper to use.
turn the weather into like nice weather instead.
Be gone.
Get out of here for real. You know what I'm saying?
You get you get the feeling that it was a female voice in your head, and it was not happy.
Oh man, you fucked up, Stromstrom. Trying to steal his thunder.
Wait, were the two phoenixes married? Were the two phoenixes married, and she's the one who's like upset because he cheated on her?
Man.
Emo Phoenix.
You should give it
This Phoenix is like the popular girls.
whips with hair.
I don't know how to get this phoenix to come to my side. It doesn't like food, it doesn't like storm.
And phoenixes, if you
Does like storms. Doesn't like anyone else making storms.
You tell it that it's beautiful, but
What
it's
does
very
a phoenix
strong
like to do in a
and
storm?
independent.
Does it like fidget spinners? Do I kind of like make it a huge fidget spinner?
You're stealing my
I
idea.
don't know what the deal is with fidget spinners.
I don't know.
God
It's just the
damn
first
it.
thing that came
Buy
to
one of
mind
those.
because it's funny.
Yeah.
Like maybe like Stromstrom goes over to me, asks me if I could grow like a tiny fidget spinner out of
Okay,
wood.
we're not gonna make the phoenix a fidget spinner. I feel like that would just make it even angrier.
Phoenix fidget spinner.
But it's like a little
Okay.
emo girl that goes with
Anyway.
friends.
no, what have you done?
So
As you walk away from a storm, you see the air around the phoenix become stormy once more, and much stronger storm than yours was. Very
Strong
active,
storm.
very lightning-y. Almost as if saying, this is much better than yours.
I'm better than you.
Yo,
fucking
fam,
bitch.
make it calm.
I'm tempted to cast Storm of Vengeance on the thing. Just to... I can one-up you.
Oh,
You just
storm.
wait. I got a better
Storm,
spell.
Storm. Storm
Yo.
is my favorite character.
No.
Stromstrom, make the weather
Storm,
nice
storm.
and clear.
Okay, well,
No.
I already stopped my
Ocean
storm, so...
Yeah, it's a localized storm. It's just around the area that this phoenix is, but it's very violent
So what
and
do
quite
I,
obviously strong.
Storm.
What do
storm.
phoenixes like?
They like?
Can I,
they
like,
like-
No
Maybe like-
metagaming.
They like that you
I
fuck up.
can't. I assume it's not okay if I like just
being
look it up.
reborn.
But,
Correct.
no.
That is metagaming.
but
They really enjoy
wait. I
fuck
have
off.
spells and I'm a druid.
You try to impress the phoenix.
Yeah, I want to
So
impress
this
the
is
fucking
hilarious.
phoenix. I don't know what you guys are doing.
So what kind of
I
knowledge
kissed
roll
the
can I do to
phoenix
try to
and I
figure out how to
liked
impress the
it.
phoenix while watching?
Nature, I assume, right?
Nature, but
History,
no, it would be
nature,
knowledge history because this is not something that
religion.
exists in nature for you guys, or
There's a knowledge, arcana, knowledge, something or other.
because this is a mythical being that none of you have seen before, and you're trying your best to appease it
Very
in your
bitchy.
limited understanding of what it is, and you just don't properly understand what
knowledge
you're dealing
religion.
with.
Knowledge
Bitchy
history.
being.
Knowledge planes.
Yes, but, I believe you've tried that once before, and you didn't get enough to really understand the other. Yeah, you've done it once before, and you only got the knowledge that it probably ate meat.
Fresh meat.
I've
was
never
on
done
the
any
other
knowledge
phoenix,
check
though.
on a phoenix before.
No, I believe it was
Fresh
both.
meat.
No, I didn't do the storm phoenix. I had completely forgotten about the storm phoenix until now.
See, that's why
Wait,
it's
what-
Well, I
Well,
mean, I've never done one on
What-
either. Could I try?
What if we can lure the other phoenix to that
You
phoenix?
can't. You need to pay it a lot of attention.
What if I
and
cast a bountiful
tell
pancake
this beautiful.
just for the storm phoenix? So it has just like an obscene amount of food. Is it hungry? Is that why it's grumpy?
Maybe you're just trying too hard, and that's why it's angry. It's really confusing, all things considered.
I mean,
No,
you
the
can try.
phoenix middle thing.
I'm not going to stop you from trying.
Phoenixes are just really confusing in general.
Show the phoenix the middle finger. It will know
I wonder
what's
what a phoenix would like. It doesn't like me making storms. What is the opposite of a storm?
You need to tell it it's beautiful.
Maybe the phoenix wants to be slapped.
Maybe it likes...
You need to charm the phoenix.
Does it like games? Do phoenixes like games?
This
So I
one
can't
was
do
life
any-
life
I
is
can't do
so
any
What if I
knowledge
create
checks.
like a
Board
set,
game.
like a chess game,
Like Dungeons and
like a
Dragons.
set of chess figures and like a chessboard, and I put that
Board
down
of
in front of the
role-playing
phoenix and
games,
make the
Phoenix.
first move. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll see if the
You
phoenix
are?
likes games. Does the phoenix know how to play chess?
Hang on, this. Hang on.
Oh god.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. Why not?
You might want
Roll
to
of
call for
initiative.
backup. I can actually push
Let's
it.
see what let's see what the phoenix likes.
If he does like,
Like.
you should do opposing intelligence rolls to see who wins.
Oh no, I'm not that. I'm actually not that smart.
It would be-
Okay.
Dumb.
As you set up, as you start forming these chess pieces in front of you, in front of this great storm phoenix,
Is he gonna slap you?
it's glaring at you again, and the storm becomes even more violent.
But I'm saying, I'm
But
doing
then
it outside
it
of
kind of
control.
notices what you're doing. This set of very obvious chess pieces forming in front of it, and then you make the first move and wait. And there's a moment. You're just sitting there as it's glaring at you. Then it glances down at the board. Then it looks at you again. Make a diplomacy check.
Oh, diplomacy!
Oh,
Let's go! I have so
Let's
much
go.
diplomacy.
Nice.
This is my
it's gonna be
thing.
great.
Okay,
It's gonna be great.
no natural one. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I get plus
Nice.
27 on diplomacy without any buffs.
So, looking at you and looking at the board, for the first time in your presence, the storm calms for one, and then it hops down. And this is a big bird. It's like massive wingspan.
Big
It's
old
something
bird.
that could pick up elephants and eat elephants. It's a big bird, and it crouches down next to this giant set of chess pieces that you've made, and it kind of looks at you, and looks at the chess pieces,
When I
and it
go.
grabs the pawn and sets it forward.
Yes.
Your move.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and cast
You-
Bounty
whoa,
for Banquet again.
Snacks.
We can just assume we have whatever spells prepared while we are in the hub and not
For the
doing anything.
moment, yeah. I mean, you guys are in basically long-term mode right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't
yes.
really matter, right? So I go ahead and
So-
make
so I
us
can
some food, and we're gonna play some chess.
Have some snacks.
And you do so over the next
Have a good
few-
old time.
like, it takes a couple of hours because you find almost immediately. In fact, make an intelligence check.
I don't
Just a
think I'm
straight
gonna beat.
intelligence
I
check.
think this Phoenix is going to destroy me. I'm not very
If
smart.
Hoggett sees people playing
But
chess,
what if it
he
think
gets
it's-
real
I don't even
antsy
get
to
a
get in
bonus on
there.
intelligence. I have 10
What
intelligence.
about me? If
Flip,
you
flip, flip, flip.
amuse it
Okay,
enough,
This is
it'll
straight
like you,
15.
maybe.
Okay, let's have a look.
But can I
Yeah,
like
you
talk
tried
to it
enough.
while we're doing it and try to charm my
Oh,
way through?
absolutely. For the first time, it actually responds, and you can have a conversation. But let's have a look for.
really
The
likes
point was never
chess.
to beat it. It's obviously very competitive. I feel like beating it would actually be detrimental. Oh no, wait. not
It'll
detrimental, the
fuck you
other
up.
Hoggett sees this and would like to beat it. He's real antsy to play some chess.
way. Okay, well you can do that
As
later.
a crowd,
Right now I'm
as
just trying to
crowd
get it on our
starts
good
gathering around.
Yeah. Like I mean, I
observing.
spectate a very respectable number of matches. before
Can I
this
push the
tournament
things
finishes.
around, please? Can I be the one pushing the things
side.
Everyone-
around?
I'm not even,
everyone's
I'm not even really
spectating.
playing to win. I'm doing my best to win. I do not expect to win though. I am not good at this. I'm not. Strom, funnily enough, is actually not very smart.
So Yuminda is gonna cast
Very
spectral
wise.
crowd around the area, so it's like a big
Yeah,
crowd.
it's kind of weird, isn't
gathering.
it? Like, I honestly don't think of, like, intelligence and wisdom as that.
Oh,
Like,
that's what
I think
it's not a
wisdom is more your intelligence, and intelligence is more like your natural talent at things.
Sorry, I've been calling it the wrong thing this whole time. What it is actually called is a thunderbird.
Oh, a
It's
thunderbird.
it is a storm phoenix, but its real name is a thunderbird.
Storm
Okay.
Phoenix sounds way cooler. I think in this realm we should call it Storm Phoenix.
I like Storm Phoenix. Maybe
not
that's
a
the name it
Thunderbird
gave
or some
itself
shit.
because it knows it's a Thunderbird and it's just like, nah, man, I'm a Storm
like-
Phoenix.
Come on, yeah.
Fuck you, I'm a storm.
That sounds
Phoenix.
like the
This is
kind of
a
thing
normal-
that thing would
I
do.
mean, I'm an independent
It's
storm
a
phoenix. I don't
gargantuan
give a shit.
natural beast.
Dependent Storm Phoenix.
And its intelligence,
A strong
Wait a second,
storm
hold on. Can I
Okay.
check the chat, please?
not as much as I had thought.
what is this
I'm not
called?
gonna
Intelligence of 12.
12?
So it is.
So it just gets a plus one.
No, the first round. The first round, as it comes down and plays with you, and you make your moves, and you play a round of chess, you beat it.
Yes, I win.
You
I
you
assume
won the
it
first
wants to
round, and
play
it looks at you and it's like, well
And then-
played. Next round.
Yeah.
And it sets
GG
the
easy.
stats back up again, and just
Another one?
glares at you again. But it's obviously
Another one.
waiting for you to make the first move.
Okay, so do I need to do another
And
teleport?
it does eat during all of this, and you feel that you finally managed to get something of this bird's.
That's good. So do I get?
That's really
do I
funny.
Do another intelligence roll for like the next game, or?
If you want to continue, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to say that it goes back and forth.
Yeah. I mean,
Eventually,
pretty even.
you can see that the Phoenix understands how you play the game, and
I'm gonna-
starts to adapt to it a little bit. So,
Yeah, it
out
should
of the
win.
number of games that you play, the Storm Phoenix does eventually win more, and
Yeah.
seems very satisfied with itself for having done so.
Seeing
No,
that it was
juggling the
close,
mic.
Haga is not actually
But
that
only
interested in
just.
stepping in.
Like, it's an intelligence of 12 compared to your intelligence of 10.
Yeah.
It only just beats you in chess. But it still feels accomplished by doing so. It feels like it's gone up against like a grandmaster and won.
In before
I'm
Yuminda.
no longer sure that. I'm no longer sure that. we
Yuminda,
should
you
let
wanna play some
Hoggett
chess?
play.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So I talk to the Phoenix, right? I'm just like I wanna just like be friendly with it. Right? I don't wanna.
And you can make general conversation.
Yeah,
with,
like I just want to be friendly with it. I'm not trying to like get any information out of it. I'm just like
So
joking
that's
around
another
and so.
diplomacy roll, and it'll be a skill check, a regular skill check.
How do you have
Let me
27
see
6
if I can
intelligence?
find diplomacy.
Because diplomacy
That's not-
is a charisma thing.
That's not possible.
Yes, it is with feats and the like. It's ridiculous.
You can't have 20. Oh, it's because of the potion.
34. Oh, you mean
It's
Hoggett?
credible.
Hoggett has 26.
No, you can't have
intelligence.
26 intelligence on feats. That's not possible.
Oh no, the intelligence? No, that's different. That's very
That's
different.
from the potion. So I'm calling him out. Like, you're cheating.
I
If
could
you
have
wanna-
one more intelligence.
If you
there.
want, if you wanna use potions, if
No,
you wanna
I
use
don't-
magic, then let's go.
Yeah, Hoggett
But-
It's not
probably-
magic and it's not potions.
Hoggett probably
I
has a
can beat
plus
you
5.
all.
I know
with
what you're
chess,
doing.
No problem.
So,
know
what
what
was
you're
your roll?
doing,
Okay, you meet the DC.
I'm
So
just
it has
gonna-
gone from unfriendly to indifferent towards you.
Progress.
You may do so again every 24 hours.
Progress.
Wait, hold up.
Okay.
So,
so-
Yuminda
but
is
I
actually
do
gonna
offer
stop
it.
drawing.
I do offer it the option of playing against Hoggett, but I do warn it that Hoggett is much better than me. Probably. I don't know this, but I just assume that he is.
I can beat you all easily.
Gaston's done.
Um,
Yes,
seeing all these other ones come around, all these other individuals come around, it kind of looks a little taken aback and just cautious, and it's like, I tire of this game, and flies up and away.
Get out of here.
What I do is I
Because
go ahead and I set
While it's indifferent towards Strom, it is not indifferent towards anybody else.
Grump,
Yeah.
grump.
I want to take everybody and just like before first I tell them,
full of
can you
shit.
go ahead and just go ahead and move away really quick. I set up the board again. I make sure that it's like all nice and tidy, and then I leave. And now I inform everybody that if you want to go play with the Phoenix, make sure you bring some food and just go on your own, sit down at the board, make the first move, and wait.
Apologies there.
Okay, I'll go.
One at a time, and not right now. Give it some time.
Yuminda's gonna
that's it.
start drawing.
That's how I spend my
He's gonna
next day,
try and make
I guess.
a sketch out
Okay.
of.
I
out
assume
of
this
Gaston.
probably takes
Sorry.
quite a while.
Why are you making a what?
Yeah,
This
that
is
took
funny.
a long time.
Yeah.
That took the entirety of your effective day.
And during that, I beat Yuminda at chess.
You're a fucking cheater. You know that.
I didn't cheat during that. We did it sober.
Drink it all the potions, yeah.
No, I didn't. No potions that time.
Yeah, full of
What's
shite,
your actual
yeah.
intelligence, Hoggett?
22.
That's
Mine
the
is also
maximum you can have.
Yeah, mine is also 22.
Yeah, we have the exact same intelligence, and then
I
we
rolled
also
really
played
shit.
sober. I just rolled. It was pure RNG.
Right,
We did-
I see.
Gaston cannot arm wrestle
But,
any of you because Gaston
mean,
can
Wait, do you want to?
Her.
Okay, we can actually do that. If Yuminda gets to draw like a likeliness of Gaston, we could both arm wrestle as Gaston stunts.
What?
Because Yuminda
Sure,
has a
arm
spell. Yuminda casts a spell called Assume Appearance Greater, and appears to be Gaston.
What?
I'm Gaston now.
I'm
Gaston, you now see Gaston in front of you. The
I
greatest
also
challenge
I also
you've ever
hand you a bull
faced.
strength.
You do not do arm wrestle with like Gaston.
Oh no, you don't. You will not
Oh,
easily
yes,
beat.
I am the real Gaston. Who are
No
you?
one Gaston's like that.
No. I'm Gaston here. You're not Gaston.
If you're Gaston, then who am I?
You are Yuminda. Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm real Gaston.
I may be
arm
dumb.
wrestle about this.
Not that dumb.
Like this Gaston has a witch hat on. It's obviously Yuminda. I am the real Gaston. What are you on about? It is arm wrestle, Gaston.
Okay.
Gaston takes
Strength
Yuminda's
check
hat
for
and
the arm wrestle.
So Yuminda is gonna use her daily racial ability, tactile telekinesis, use her intelligence as her strength.
Sneaky.
Fucking stupid shit!
However, you forgot that
Gaston!
you were in Gaston form when you did it.
Gaston comes up to the fake Gaston with a hand, and you settle down in front of a table and get ready for the fight. And Gaston just goes. Your arm almost breaks from the force.
Like flies
I
away.
take the hat and I wear it. Well, I
don't-
am Yuminda. I am
Don't you-
easily.
No, you did not do
I
that.
am the weakest person on earth. I
Oh,
think that's
yeah.
smart, and I make.
Give me that hat back, you. He starts attacking Gaston.
Okay.
Here,
So we'll probably be wrapping up in about 15
Yeah.
minutes.
This is how RP.
Adam.
Yeah.
This is the best.
I just imagine little Yuminda like whacking Gaston with a stick. Gaston's a barbarian, so he's just like, keep doing it.
Barbarian.
Is it a small
He's
stick?
barbarian.
Okay,
Man, this is my newest spell, Assume Appearance. I have to draw someone to have their likeness and then look exactly like them, and even their voice.
That'll be really cool. I'm excited to do some ethereal jaunting through walls and stuff, because it lets you go through walls. It's pretty sick.
I need to make up some more games to play with the Phoenix.
Yeah.
I can
need
make
one...
up some Gaston games.
I'm excited to hunt
Wait,
the
hold
Stormstorm.
on. Can I arm wrestle the Phoenix?
No, do
Yeah,
not think wrestling
actually,
Phoenix would be a good
you
You
idea.
could
This is
maybe
interesting.
arm wrestle one of the dragons.
Yeah, I'll arm wrestle one of the dragons. Let's go.
Oh, that'd be
Strong.
funny.
You do notice that the younger of the dragons, of the three dragons, after you guys have left and you've left the chess pieces for a little while, one of the dragons, the smaller one, flies over to the chess pieces and sits down in front of it and looks up expectantly at the location of the Storm Phoenix.
Oh,
And eventually the Storm Phoenix does come down and they begin playing.
I guess I should
Oh,
make
you
some
made a little
dragon-sized
game for
chess
them.
pieces then. Yeah, that's gonna be my
Oh.
next like crafting
The-
project.
they're the same size, you notice. This dragon and the because this is the smaller of the dragons, and the Storm Phoenix are the same size.
Yeah, but like the game they currently have is just like a regular sized chess game, right?
No, I
want-
thought you had made a big.
I assumed it was large.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
I
okay,
remember
it is
Gaston was
larger
moving the
than a regular sized chess game, but I didn't think it was like, you know,
Oh, we couldn't even spice
dragon
it up.
size. It was more like really big for a regular chess game size, and the Phoenix
Okay,
was using
so
like
I
moving
just
the figures
imagine
around
what
like
happened
telepathy.
before. Watch it grow, because the dragons are magical and can totally do that.
Oh, okay, well then I don't have to do it.
The chest size grows to much larger, and suddenly instead of just tiny, like the beak of this thing barely touching it as he was using it before, now it's a proper, proper-sized chess pieces for it.
All
We
right.
could use summon
I can play
monsters
chess.
to make a really exciting chess
Seeing
Wait,
game.
dragon
can I go-
playing chess,
can I go-
Hog gets pretty antsy to play around
Gas-
against them.
let
so
Gaston.
he gets a game in itself.
Gaston, what do you want to do?
Me? I'm gonna
Yes.
go arm wrestle a dragon.
You go over to the dragon, and
Hello.
Utagar looks down at you. Hello again. Is there another meal on?
Sadly not, but I thought you would like to play a game of arm wrestle.
Dragon breaks his arm.
You mortals do amuse me so.
Gaston is a Gaston.
One moment, and you see a flash of light surround the entirety of the dragon, and its form collapses down into a human form.
But that would be very, very convenient.
And then, so
In general?
you see before you, still scaly, but definitely humanoid. The creature, the Utagarth stands before you. A test of strength, is it?
Why, yes, indeed. And I'll be sure to be victorious.
Very good then. He moves his hand towards a nearby
That's
rock,
funny.
and it forms itself into a table and chairs.
This is really great.
He sits down on one side and puts out his arm.
It's got the little handlebar and
So do
everything, like the proper table.
Gaston gets around to the other side, and you clasp hands. One slightly clawed, the other human. The same
Yep.
size, by the way. He's made himself exactly the same size as you.
Awesome.
Hang on.
Is he gonna rage as well?
I could rage and drink a potion of both strength, but I don't
No,
think
that's
that will be
Go
fair.
ahead.
Raging,
Right.
I think would be okay because that's part of you.
Yeah, raging would be fair, I think. I rage.
And imagine he'd do that in the middle of the thing, like.
Yeah.
Armor has power 9000.
He's looking at the strength for a dragon.
Hang on. Yes, I am.
So this is
Oh,
a
you can
great
actually
rogue bronze dragon, right?
you can actually copy paste it into a character sheet.
It's a
as I
brass
told you.
dragon.
Please? Because it has a
Yes.
strength modifier of +9. No, wait.
Thank you.
Oh, very
no,
close.
never mind, never mind. It's actually more than that.
Yeah,
Uh,
Great Worm.
It's +14.
Oh, crap.
It's not that far from Gaston's
Yeah, it has
strength.
39
I have-
strength, right? 10 is +0, and then +2 for each point.
It's
+1 for each second point. Which means you have 29 points divided by 2 is 14.5, 14. There we go.
Wait,
I
really?
have 30 strength.
Wait, say that again.
It has 39 strength. Right? So the modifier is +14.
Let me just check that.
Because so at 10 you have +0. Right? So it is just then every second point you get +1.
It's 14.
Yeah,
It's
so
plus
it's
16
29
actually.
so it's
Oh,
39
yeah.
minus
Sorry,
10
you're right.
divided by 2.
Yes, you're right.
So it's
Yep,
14.
sorry. I'm not sure what I was thinking.
that's a nice calculation right there.
So yes, plus 17.
14.
Plus 17, what?
Plus 14, sorry. Plus 14. There. One.
Oh, Gaston, you could do it.
Gaston rolls a 22.
Do it, Gaston.
Oh my god.
No, that's
It
Oh,
rolls a
my
20.
No!
That was very
Oh
close.
my god.
very close.
So it's a struggle. Like in human form, obviously this dragon is not quite as used to the leverage, but nonetheless, the greater might of it against struggling against Gaston, and it's a fight for maybe 10 or so minutes against one another,
Gaston.
slowly
minutes arm
gaining
wrestling.
ground, slowly losing ground, and the fight, and then eventually it manages to just push your arm down.
Gaston.
Victorious.
Gaston.
Gaston.
Oh, what a fight that was! You're much stronger than I had expected.
Thank you. I've been training for a while now.
You should train some more, I feel.
I will, and I'll come back and win this time.
I look forward to it. He shifts back into his dragon form and heads back away.
Yep.
Yay!
He's a bad man.
Gaston.
Gaston may be able to outmuscle Yuminda, but not a dragon.
Damn
Yes,
it.
barely. I mean, because a natural one, goddammit.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
I mean, you could
Yeah, you're not
almost
far off. Plus 14 compared to plus 10.
Yeah. I mean, Gascon could go more than that if he had a bull strength and an enlarged person.
That's
Yes.
a little bit.
Or would have been plus 13 instead of plus
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Yuminda's actually rather powerful when it comes to like CMB.
Okay, so having completed all of your individual
Funny.
side adventures, filler episode, as we might call it.
Well, no, we actually got
Character development.
Like we got.
I mean, no, there was definitely some extremely relevant things that happened, but
Yeah.
we didn't exactly go on an adventure.
No, because
It's an
of Alan.
adventure in
Yeah,
itself.
which I look forward to.
So, how long does it take for Yuminda to research
So how's
spell
about we
and
do-
retrain?
Sorry? Oh,
How does
the
it-
retraining, that's not going to be able to happen unless you take quite a number of days away.
Research the spell?
The researching of the spell, that is at least a week's worth of effort.
Oh, yes. It gives us
At
plenty of
least.
time to
And that would be
design
with good
it.
resources on board.
It'll take us plenty of time to design it as well.
Yes.
Well, if we're gonna spend a week here, then I'm just gonna get started on my village that I'm building on the holy side.
You guys can do that if you like. You can choose to spend some time building yourself up
Yeah, I want
Mhm.
that. We,
while
let's-
the
let's do
rifts
that.
slowly heal themselves
Yeah.
outside.
I mean, we don't.
Yeah.
We're not in a rush anymore. We can do that.
Yeah.
And you
is-
do
that.
notice, and if any of you do happen to go outside, you do notice that the rifts are slowly closing in. They're not forming. It seems that the gods
Or not.
have called off their main assault on the realm.
We can live
But
here
the rifts
now.
are still present. Like, they're not gone.
Yeah. They're just not getting any worse.
And, well, they're getting better, in fact. But they're definitely... It's a slow heal. It's not as violent as it was to start off with.
So
Like, it doesn't heal as quickly as it formed.
Hoggett is gonna help me build
We building a village? Yeah, let's do it. I got some craft
Minecraft.
carpentry for you,
Okay,
so that way we
we'll-
can actually build some real houses instead of just pieces of wood up against each other.
Yeah, I have profession architect. I also have craft carpentry.
Wait.
I also
I
have
have
like
that
craft
spell,
glass, and craft
have that
blocks
spell,
and stuff like that too. So
like,
we can
I'm not that
still
great at
help me.
crafting. I'm very good at professions.
Remember?
I'm very good at all of those crafting things.
I
Just,
have
at
that
least
home
plus 10 on
spell.
every craft.
And
What's
permanency
the
with.
home spell do?
It might. Remember when we made like a tunnel out of a house in the.
Oh, yes, you
Yeah.
did too. You made a house out of the tunnel. I remember
Would that be? Would that work with permanency? Like more expensive, like more.
Well, because you're forming it out of something that is already there. I had assumed it was permanent in the first place.
Well, I guess. Well, no, it's actually it says it has a duration of 2 hours per level.
Right. So it would have collapsed after that time. But with permanency,
We can
I
make
would
a-
say yes. Because
can
you're
make,
not
like,
creating something that's that then has to like it's out of nothing. You're using this terrain and forming that into a home. With
So-
permanency, I'll say you can have that work. Yes.
Yeah, so Yuminda's gonna help out with this. I'm not gonna like steal their thunder or anything. I'll let them do the
Yeah,
majority, but if they need anything special, like
so
specific.
It's the three of you then. Yes, it is the
Yes.
three of you designing this city. I want you to, all three of you, make a challenge skill check. This will be what we could deem as
Ooh,
challenge.
How do we do that?
Challenge skill check.
Sounds fun.
Basically, there are 3 phases to the skill check, and each one of you can contribute to the, one of the phases.
Okay.
Okay.
And depending on how well you succeed at each one, depends on how good the
Mine will be
homes
magic.
are, or how well furnished, or all of that kind of things. How good the design is, how sturdy.
Mine will be that of magic.
So, the 3 components of this challenge skill check will be, first, the design itself. Second, the formation of the buildings.
Okay.
And third, the interior.
Okay, so
I'm really good at that.
Just really quick about the formation of the buildings, like actually making the thing. I thought I was using my spells for that.
Yes, I assume you would probably do
I can take
step.
care of the
I would probably do most of
furnishing.
the first step.
I was gonna use expeditious excavation and fire snake, like I did with the cups before.
If
I will
you
take
do
care of
that,
the
the
furnishing.
resulting buildings will not be of a very fine quality unless you get very high on the roll. So it depends on the magic. See, what Yuminda's magic was.
Well, let's
No, then
discuss
I'm
a bit
gonna-
of what kind of
I'm
village
gonna-
we actually want to make.
You know, I'm gonna use architect instead. But I can buff myself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well,
you
let's
can certainly
discuss
assist
a
Yuminda
little bit
with-
what kind of village we want to make.
The thing is,
Yeah.
it's not each
Funny,
one of
funny.
you are doing it independently. It's just that, like, you are all combined doing this together and working together and helping each other with the magic, with the design and everything. It's just
there's
that
3 of
for
us doing
each
it.
skill check, I only want 1 roll, and it'll
Mhm.
be the best person for each position for that.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
take the interiors using spellcraft, if that's okay.
Yeah, that probably makes sense of just basically making things look
'Cause
fancy on
you
the
see,
inside.
you've seen how wagon looks.
Design
That's a
makes the
fancy
most sense
wagon.
for me because that's what an architect does.
That's a fancy
Yes.
wagon.
I kind of think design makes
My
the most sense for
spellcraft
me
is
because
10.
I can make
do you
everything
have the skill
mechanically
architect?
excellent.
But are you?
Okay.
Do you have professional?
I guess that's
architect?
true. It would be the actual building that
Like,
I would be better
crafting
at. Yeah,
is
yeah, that's
actually
true. So the
making
second
it.
step would actually be better.
Yeah.
So you guys would be generating all the supplies, and then me and my robot, because my robot also is a mech suit I can climb into.
This is
Um,
awesome.
would be built-
It's the best.
Do you have me? Do you have a wisdom potion for me?
Yeah, yeah. Let me. This one here.
Thank you.
Zing.
Okay. I take. I. How much does it give? +5?
Okay.
+4?
I want your
So,
attention.
For the first
everything.
component of this construction, this design and construction, I'm going to say the DC is it starts at 15 for basic buildings. It goes at 20, you get reasonably good buildings. 25, you get fine buildings, and 30 and above, you get excellent buildings.
Like the town hall and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this is gonna be so cool.
How much?
Can I-
How much wisdom does that potion give me?
4.
4.
So it's add to a +2 to your modifier.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
man,
then
give
I
me some
I cast
intelligence,
all wisdom
man.
on myself, which gives me another +2. So I have 13 architect now.
Is that potion the potion
I
of
think
Al's
it's,
wisdom?
yeah, it's probably the exact same thing.
Oh, it's a
In that
potion
case,
of
it does not
wisdom.
stack.
But then I don't
And
need the
those
potion.
give +4, not +2.
Well, if you have
All the stat spells do.
Yeah, I know, but I was
thing,
saying
can
+2
give it
to
to
the
Yuminda.
actual point.
Such-
Oh, yeah, +2 to the modifier. Yeah, yeah.
I
no,
could
they
take
don't
a-
stack, they're the same thing.
I'll take a sip of the wine, the magic wine, to give me an extra 2 on intelligence rolls.
Okay.
Like,
Yep.
because that's a separate buff.
Nope, Owl's Wisdom is the only thing I can buff myself with. Well, then I'll do that. I'll give myself Owl's Wisdom.
I see.
Okay.
And, yeah, so...
Oh, wait a second. Didn't I say that all effects are doubled in this realm?
guess, yeah.
yes.
Well, no, you
In
didn't.
this area.
You didn't ever say that, but that's how you calculated your thing earlier. I
So
assume
plus
No,
that-
10 this
I think I specifically said that you had spent time experimenting
shit.
and that it doubles the effect of spells.
Okay,
The
cool.
wine is incredible. It's maximized at +10 intelligence check.
Okay, well, that means I get +8, so I am actually at 13.
There you go.
Okay,
Holy shit.
well, then I start, right? Like, because the architecture starts.
Yes, the architecture starts.
He's gonna be
Oh,
fucking
fuck
great.
me.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Can I, like,
That is
roll down?
that's below the original DC. So,
But
in
like, if we
attempting to
start
design,
with that, then we don't even bother. Can I just like take 10 instead or something?
Yeah, I don't think this is a spell Hoggett can use.
if
probably.
instead you can take 10, but what it would be is that you spend,
'Cause I can't
because
do
of that role, I'm going to say you spend the first week even attempting to learn how to design. And this is where you get your
Well,
profession
yes, you can
architect
drink it,
from,
of course. You want it?
right? So you spend an entire week going through and trying to work out exactly how to do this design. So I will allow you to take... I won't allow you to take 10 because that immediately takes you up to like 23. I'll allow you to take 5, effectively. Like,
Well, I don't know. Like, there actually isn't any critical failure or critical success on skill checks. Like, that's actually
that's true, but that's below the skill check needed. I said 15 was the start. Oh, that's just... You get so many natural ones. It really is weird.
It's just frustrating, you know, like, because it doesn't even make sense, because, like, I have the profession for it, you know?
I mean,
You have the
I don't
profession
like that it's...
now for it. Like, you've only just put 1 point into it.
Is that an intelligence check? What he's using?
No, wisdom.
No, that was a wisdom check. It was a profession check.
Professions are wisdom.
Let's see here.
Okay,
Let's
well,
see here.
but then...
Wait, do you have...
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, it's wisdom and intelligence, so he can also have some wine. So that's a plus 10 on top of that if you choose to partake in the tears into wine
Really?
drink.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's maximized in the cave, you said.
Wisdom and intelligence. What? For what? Skill checks?
Tears into wine. This magic wine...
Oh, it does both. As in, you can add...
Yes.
That is a separate effect to Owl's wisdom, so it would stack.
Oh, nice. Well, then I
I
take
was like,
one of
here
those.
you go.
And
This
now-
will ought to
even
give
the
us a bit of
natural
a...
one. Okay. Taking that into consideration then. That's a plus 10. So what, a plus 5 modifier?
Yeah, plus 5.
Plus-
So that means I would be at 19 with that roll.
19. So you can make reasonable buildings.
No. Since you said
not
it's
good
maximized, the tears into wine would grant it plus 10, because it's maximum. Right?
Yeah, but that's how much wisdom I get, right? Which means I get a plus 5 modifier.
No, this
The
is
bonus to the
separate.
skill check, not the stat.
Oh, well, that's disgusting.
Bonus to skill
It's all
check.
intelligence
That is
or wisdom
disgusting.
based skill check.
This wine is incredible in this cave.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is actually
So-
insane.
It
This
only
is like
got
a godly...
it only got to plus 5 when he became caster level 9th. So this is like one of his more powerful things he can possibly do. 1 level ago, it would have only been plus 4 even in the cave.
Alright, so I assume we can just, like, at this point say that we are amazing at building these things, because we have that incredible line.
I'm sorry,
That is
Savage.
insane.
Hello, Savage.
So 24.
Okay, well,
I mean,
I said
24. I'm still really bummed out about 24 to be honest.
I set the DC. So, that's 24. Yeah, that's
Reasonably alright.
that is. I
Those
mean,
were
they're
like
pretty
the
good looking
reasonable
buildings.
houses,
They're not.
right?
They're not
Yeah.
super good. They're not like true architecture's not. They're not like the middle of the city excellent buildings, but
It's
they're better
rustic.
than most villages.
It's rustic and unique.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
Check.
So phase 2.
Phase
yes.
2
Okay, so
with
phase 2
with plus 10 and your own modifier.
and my own modifier. So I would like to
Fantastic.
try to like make a lot of little automated gadgets all over the place and stuff. You know, like doors that swing open and everything, using clockwork buildings.
Clockwork buildings.
Clockwork.
Such a genius.
You
I
are
like
in
to
the same
craft
age, but
clockwork
clockwork buildings
And
do work.
basically
What's
make
your
a little
power source?
clockwork city.
What's your power
I
Is there running
actually
water
don't
somewhere?
like
That'd be
that.
really easy. Why?
Because Ghostray is a god of nature. We're creating this on hallowed ground.
That is true.
No steam. No steam powers here.
Right? Like, it should be something that's
Well,
more
what if it's
natural
no
than a
steam, no
clockwork
metal?
city.
No steam, no metal.
No steam,
It
no
can
metal.
still be clockwork.
Wooden clockworks.
Yeah,
Okay,
wooden,
well
wooden
then-
cogs
Wooden gears?
everywhere, and use a water wheel to power it.
I can get behind
Fair
that.
enough.
That's
Fair
just...
enough.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I think we can get behind
It's a bit
that.
of a rustic, nice little getaway. We don't want to have any
Oh.
pollutions around here.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
seems reasonable
There
to
is
me.
there is in fact a waterfall in the area. The waterfall happens to be
Yeah.
where the storm phoenix is resting nearby. The waterfall.
Hello.
So with the Storm
Talk to that
Phoenix's
guy.
permission, I would like to build the water wheel underneath and behind the waterfall, such that it also doesn't obstruct the view of the waterfall.
You'll need to make a diplomacy check, but Stromstrom may make it because he is the
Okay,
one who has the
Perhaps
highest-
Stromstrom can go and ask for me.
Wait, I get a diplomacy check.
to ask
Do
the
I still
Phoenix
have divine
whether
and the
you-
owl's wisdom?
Yes.
Is diplomacy based on charisma?
That's-
It lasts for a long time.
Oh no,
wine
diplomacy is
minutes.
charisma. That's not wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
I can give you a diplomacy.
This lasts for 10 minutes per level.
Okay, do I get another bonus on diplomacy? How much? 5.
You,
Minus dying. We'll take
Plus
that
24.
Do you get plus 5 or plus 10 because of the magical power of the potion?
You don't get either. It's a charisma-based skill.
it's a charisma base. You don't get the.
Yeah, but don't you give me a new potion for this?
Well, I can give you a charisma stat potion, which gives you +4, and I guess +8 in this area.
Ah, okay. Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So plus 8?
Yeah, so +4 on the roll.
Oh, let's see here.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, no natural ones. No natural ones. Come on.
Oh,
no.
Well, should be good.
Hallelujah.
36 is still high enough. It
Likes you.
reluctantly allows you to construct it so long as you don't disturb the sound of the waterfall. Because it very much likes the thumping of the waterfall itself. So long as you don't disturb that, it will allow you to construct your water wheel.
All right, so I will definitely keep that in mind during construction, and I'm also going to be building it behind the waterfall such that it doesn't obstruct view and everything. And so that's my idea for this little clockwork city. So I'm going to go ahead and calculate my roll.
I like it. Make your skill check. Let's see how you
Hug
go.
it.
And the
You're a
DC
genius,
is,
you realize.
because of the complexity of what you're trying to design, the DC goes up.
Oh man, this is so cool.
So starting DC for success.
I love
is 20.
it. Like, this is what I live for.
I know, I'm really excited about this. I really hope it works out, please. Well, I want to know the DC brackets before I roll, though.
Yeah, so starting DC is 20, and it goes +5 each level. So
And I wish Gaston could help
starting
us
DC,
more.
it'll work, but it'll
bad
be
for him.
really basic, like old style,
Clunky, awkward,
stuff,
needs a lot of maintenance.
loud, not great. Next level, it's a bit smoother. Next level above that, it's like it's starting to get on the silent side. Things move a bit more easily. You're getting more finer tuned stuff.
Well, if it's
And
bad,
at the highest level, you can have moving doors.
well, if it's bad, we'll tear it down.
So
so it
that's
doesn't
what
piss off the
20,
Phoenix.
25, 30, 35 and above. You get.
So we'll just see how many brackets of 5 I manage to get above 20, and we can. There's another game mode that uses the term degrees of success that I always
Degrees
really
of
like.
success.
So let's count
That's
it in
very
degrees
good.
of success.
That's exactly what we're looking
Oh
at.
man, no natural ones. Come on.
Oh, you've been rolling poorly though.
Oh, come
Ooh,
on.
But that's still really strong.
Two.
That's still really all right.
There's still a 34.
At this point, can we
It's
just,
still
like, as a group, take 10 on this entire thing?
No, because this is a skill challenge. You may not take 10.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Oh my
Oh
god!
man.
I'm getting a
it's not
casual
horrible.
20.
Natural 20. Right?
Oh dear.
Can he come in and, like, lay his hands on the things and, like, fix them up with his plant power?
What
Do I have any-
Ace does?
Do I have any
No,
feats that
I'm
let me
actually
reroll?
this
Let
Ace,
me
sorry.
scan real
I am
quickly
using
for a feat
this.
that lets me reroll.
What?
So, no, it does not allow you to reroll. Hog it.
No, I'm just trying to find.
While you are creating
that
all
one,
of this, right? You've done the design, you're in the middle of the construction of the actual buildings themselves and the mechanisms.
Uh-huh.
This is when this roll comes in.
Okay.
Um,
Ace comes over
you
like.
make the clockwork. The clockwork is
Just casually rolls for
smooth.
you?
right. It's smooth. It's silent. It's as good as you could have imagined. You don't get the moving doors to work because you don't have steam power, but you do have like a lot of clockwork artifacts and the like, and light generation, but all in wood. Ace, being a creature of wood and being the cleric of Gosray, comes around and sees these buildings that you're constructing and the clockwork that you're doing, and just kind of adds his own flair to it. And so instead of the buildings being normal-looking buildings, they start growing a bit. Instead of, like, you've set them all up, you've constructed them, you've made them, and then they
living
start
clockwork building.
blending together, growing, and becoming a whole lot more natural looking. A lot smoother, a lot more like it's grown out of the earth, rather than being rigid and constructed. Yet all the mechanisms still work.
All right.
Can the cogwheel be a fidget spinner?
No.
There's
The cogwheel for the waterfall looks very similar to this.
Oh no. What
We
have
found
you
that the
done?
design was most silent with 3
Very silent.
sprockets for
Very
whatever
silent,
reason. It
this
just
sort of
happens to
design,
work
yeah.
out that way. So
It sort of
Happens
looks
to
a bit
work
like
out
a.
that way.
It sort of looks like a spinner of the fidge.
Hilarious.
+1.
That is what that natural 20 gets you.
all right,
Oh man.
is a bit of beauty.
It's quite beautiful, in fact.
We approve,
In fact,
all of
you
us
feel-
here.
Strom feels that Gosray is very pleased with the way that this town suddenly looks.
We can have our own town. He
So,
just, like, cries a little bit.
Final skill check. And the final thing we'll do for tonight, Yuminda, the internals.
Hello.
Don't fuck him up. Come on, man. You can do it.
Natural 1.
Another natural
Spell
one. Let's see it.
craft.
Let's see it.
By the
Could I roll
power
for
of
free?
all, I design this wall to be beautiful,
Okay, that's a bit more like it.
pretty,
There
and
we go.
whole.
At least they're beautiful inside.
They're very beautiful.
Internals are extremely well made, and using the design inspiration from what Ace added to the design, you have created internals that look like they're growing out of the structure, but they're not really. They're movable. They're properly separately designed, but it's beautiful. It is
Very fine.
made of crystals. You've taken glowing crystals from around the place for light sources.
Need to be smooth.
And you've got shades and everything set up so that you can turn them on and off fairly easily. The internals
shiny.
Yeah, we got the clockwork
You've got
light
like
switches.
marble benches.
There we go.
With
what we-
tiny bits of crystal inlaid throughout the lot of it. It's beautiful. It's really nice. The 48 is really nice.
Yeah. What's up?
So you
What's up?
successfully make a small village of locations. I'm going to say,
Well,
find things you've made here. It's only a small village that you've made. It's not a very large one.
Mhm.
well soon
Let's
we
say
can get like
10
kingdom
buildings
maker.
total.
Well, now we can start using like
So now,
kingmaker
and I will
rules,
and I will leave it to you to build this
Yes.
up. I'll provide you a map later on so that you can
Yes,
put it there,
please.
and I will
We can like have a
allow you to position the buildings where you wish. One of them must be
yes.
the power station, and one of them must be a holy site for Gosray.
So
A
it
holy
is.
building for
Actually,
Gosray.
no. I don't want to make that
You're the
one yet.
best.
Oh no, you
Yes.
want to make
Well,
that
like
separate?
currently, there is this wood shrine in the middle of everything, right?
Yes, the building, the tree. Yes.
Yes. Like if we're gonna make a holy building around that, then
Holy
I
shit.
insist that I take 700 and make sure it's perfect.
You may take 20 on that and just do it over and over and over and over again until it's done.
It's
but
like
it will
one of
take
those
until
people
long
that
time.
like stack
Until
rocks
it's
together.
absolutely perfect. I will take I will build the building, see it's garbage, tear it down and build it again until it's perfect.
Okay, that is taking 20, and that is taking probably 20 days.
Then I'll
Or-
wait
or
until I
more
have
to do
20
it.
days to do that. That's why I don't
This
want
is
to do
gonna be
that.
So it may not be
cool.
completed yet, but at some
But
point, a
you
perfect
guys can
shrine
discuss
will be
amongst
completed.
yourselves what buildings you created. You have
Well-
10. One of them must be the
Yes.
power building.
I'm just saying that out of those 10, none of them will be that shrine because that shrine
Wait.
has to be perfect.
We've got
Okay,
a town
wait.
now. Now
So-
we need citizens and people.
For today's
Inhabit it.
episode, experience,
Yes, please.
we have
Can I get 5,000, please?
so Strom.
Yes.
No, shut up. Things that happened awesome today. You managed to convince the bird to talk with you. That's worth 2.
Pada's natural
Um,
20 and the awesome thing.
Pardon?
Pada's awesome thing.
Oh,
The
Oh,
20.
yeah, I'll definitely add that one. So Pada, you get 1 mark. In this case, marks are worth 50 times your current level.
So 450 experience.
You
for
would-
you.
Yeah, the experience for each of these
Just count the
role-playing
marks.
moments
Count the marks
is what
for
we
now,
call
yeah?
is what we're
Yeah,
using.
count the
So
marks.
Bounty gets 2 for the
yeah.
bird, and 1 for the feast, and then 1 and just 1 for participating in the construction of the town. So that's 4.
I came up with the
Is there
idea
anything
how
else?
to bring Pada into existence.
That's outside of this. That's just getting
combined
that
thing.
was flavor for bringing Pada into existence.
Okay.
It was
yeah,
very
no,
awesome.
I'm
I like it.
perfectly
And you
fine with that.
also nominated yourself, so
I know. I'm just joking. Don't worry about it.
So Gaston,
prank, bro.
you had the moment where you challenged you soundly beat Yuminda in strength check, so that's a good point there. And then you challenged the dragon, so that's another point there. You didn't beat the dragon, though, so you're only 1 point there.
Damn it.
yeah.
So close though.
There was another thing that you did.
Seems like I'm not rolling natural ones.
Delivering food to everyone.
There was the delivering the food of it to everyone, but that's not really a role-play moment of excellence.
What was it?
Oh yeah, we were like
I know that there was something else that Gaston did that was really impressive.
yeah, we both of us were like just
He unrested the dragon.
Yeah, I really liked when no one Gastoned like Gaston.
Oh yeah, the Gaston
I like
thing.
Yuminda too. but,
Gaston versus
I'll get to
Gaston.
that in a moment.
Only one may be Gaston.
well, I try. I do
I'll
try.
give you 3. And I remember there being 3 points in
The
the.
Yuminda imitation, was that it?
Oh
That's what
yeah,
I was
yeah,
talking
the
about.
Yuminda invitation, picking up the hat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hat. Yes,
You can't just steal my hat.
Yuminda.
that was worthy of a distinct.
That was worthy
extra
of one.
point.
So that's 3 for you, Gaston.
Nice.
Yay!
Yuminda,
Hello.
Yuminda, you had the moment where you managed to successfully stop the Dark Lord overtaking, then correctly went to the dragons to figure out what the hell was going on and had that removed.
Yeah.
And then there was the Gaston moment, and then participating in the construction. So that's 4 for Yuminda.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hoggett, you had the
hello.
creation of the potion, which was you only get 1 for that because you also got the ethereal potion itself as a reward out of that.
Wait, was it?
The astral paste.
Yeah, but you did also participate in the construction.
Mhm.
1
point for that.
1 point for that. Is there anything else that people can remember Hoggett did this turn? He also provided a lot of potions.
He also
played
Yuminda 1v1 the chess. Yeah.
I did beat Yuminda 1v1 in chess. That's true.
Yeah, it did beat Yuminda. She's a bit upset about that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You guys
We
had a
were doing
chess
it in
battle.
chat
Okay,
while
I'll give 1
while
for
people
that
were
too.
doing voice
So
stuff. Yuminda and I were RPing chess and
So that's 3 for Hoggett that I can see so far, unless anyone else can think of more.
I really like his design of the town when he's talking about that.
the fact that I chose clockwork.
Yeah, like
Instead of
in
carpentry.
general.
I will actually give you 1 more for successfully thinking of a way of getting the town to be clockwork
Thank you.
without offending Gosray.
I was very, very proud of that. So thank you.
Yeah, that was worthwhile. That was worthwhile. So that's 4. Pada, you had the moment where you cured Yuminda of.
Like I didn't know every
Dark
spell.
Lord?
That's why.
I mean, you cast the spell, but it was still through you.
The Dank Lord.
There was definitely the natural 20 out of nowhere. I'm giving you 2 points for that one because that was just excellent
It's just
timing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful with the natural 1s and the 5s and everything else coming through at the time. It's just perfect timing for a
1,
natural
then
20.
a 2, then a 20.
And I think that's basically what you've done in this one. Isn't
I
it?
haven't done a lot.
You haven't done a lot, but you're kind of easing yourself into roleplay in general.
I think we should give him 1 for suggesting having the potion be absorbed through his feet.
Oh,
Yes, please.
that's another one. So that's 4.
I love Stromstrom's excessive feasting.
Wait.
Over excessive feasting.
Oh, the bountiful
The banquet.
breakfast.
We can't mention if we something.
Bountiful banquet, yeah.
Right?
Bountiful
You,
breakfast.
you can't nominate yourself.
Bountiful
It has to be
breakfast.
memorable enough for
I love
other
bountiful
people to
breakfast.
think of it.
I'm part of a bountiful breakfast.
Yeah, I just want to make clear, I assumed this was no, but while we are building the city and this is taking a while, I'm constantly making sure everybody's well fed and happy. I'm entertaining the dragons and the birds essentially.
Let's say that
I figured that would be the case.
Yeah.
And over the course of the week, you'd probably manage to get the Storm Phoenix to be friendly towards you.
Nice. The first building that we complete should be our town hall
everybody-
place, and we can start hosting banquets there every single night.
And we need to make sure that it's that there's like a way for the dragons to join in. So we should probably have like a big outdoors table.
Oh, what we should have is a clockwork table device that goes from inside and then extends out to the outside, so that way they can eat and then comes back in again when they're done.
It's like a
You guys
sushi buffet.
discuss that later, how you want to design. For the general experience, as this was a kind of an intermediate, kind of a gap episode, so to speak. Even though there was a lot of important information added, I'm going to give you only 2,000 experience points for the general.
No,
Oh, man.
I need more.
I need a large experience.
Large
How much
experience.
do you have left, Don?
I need
Extra
1.5k to just level up.
I'm not going to give you that much for free, I'm
I need
afraid.
15k.
I'm gonna wrestle the dragon next session.
I need 46,000.
Yeah,
So you
Can we please have that? Thank
whatever.
you.
You're already level 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I hope you all
Yeah,
enjoyed today's session. We got
Very
through a lot
nice.
of. There was a lot of
Super fun.
lore building, a lot of background stuff going into today's session,
I love
introducing
it though.
Parda's new character.
Love it.
I'm
It
so
was a
excited
lot-
about
there was a lot
Clockwork
of fun
City.
to be had as well, but just not a lot of adventuring yet. But I imagine there's going to be a lot of
Well, we
a
know-
really intense adventuring session
Social
coming up.
RP is the best.
Well, now we
That
know
was really fun.
exactly where we want to go and what we want to do, right? Or well, we
Yes.
don't know where we want to go, but we know what we are looking for. We have an exact goal.
We have a mission and a home base, and that's really cool.
And we got
And
a
we have
home.
a
and
side quest.
we need to
which
save
is-
like my people.
You also have a
and
side
get-
quest.
Also,
yeah, we
you
got
know what's really convenient
Side
for
quests
me?
are kind of stacking up. It's awesome.
Because I've created a holy site of the Green Faith
It's the
inside of
holy,
our
holy
hub.
site.
I can now always
It's the
travel there.
holy shit. Or you can like teleport
Always
people
travel
into
there.
like you are
Yeah,
coming
I
with
have
us now to
because I'm a
live
Green
here.
Faith initiate. I can always travel to any significant Green Faith holy site using transport.
like with
via
your
plans.
teleport thing.
No, transport via
See
plans,
here.
but from
Transfer-
anywhere in
And
the
you can
world.
take other people.
Can
with
you bring
too.
people with you?
I'm not sure.
Okay, it would be really cool if you could, because then we can like
As I understand
capture people,
transport
tie them
via
up.
Plants, it opens up a portal in the tree
Time.
that allows people to step through. But that might be the wrong version.
No,
Let me
it says-
see transport.
Yeah.
Green Faith can travel. A Green Faith initiate can travel as if with transport via plans. So as if
Open a
with. So
portal
I assume
in
it's the same
time.
thing.
You can enter
Yeah, so it's going to be all the same rules as that ability,
Yeah.
whatever they are.
you
Alright.
and any touched objects or any other touched willing creature.
All
Yeah.
right.
So I can actually take
So
all
you
of you
can
along.
But you have only 6 seconds to do so.
Carboysha, go.
So when you cast the spell, you have 6 seconds for everyone to get through.
Get over here now.
So
Can I like open up the portal and then like dimension doors all inside?
Yes, that would work.
Or
But only if you can
place
take
them
everyone
all
with
in
you.
front of the thing, open up the portal, and like push them in all at once.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
you'll
it's
get
6
it.
seconds. It's like 1, 2,
It's a round.
3,
A full round.
So-
4, 5.
You could take a full movement
6.
action. And still
Everybody,
Here's the thing.
everybody would be able to get through if you're rushing through. If you're prepared for it, you know it's about to happen, and you rush through. Everyone would get through.
So Yuminda
but
was
the
set up
thing
a
is gonna be
school
hard
in the
to
town, actually.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Teach people
I'll leave
magic.
you guys there with that.
Mm.
You may play around and set up your things. Let me see if I can find a map real quick that'll work.
What
for
we
you.
can do is
Yeah,
we can
I'll
like make a
Photoshop, like all of the
we can
versions,
we
I
can
think.
make like a
I'll
roll
put it in-
20
I'll put it
map.
into the general
I gotta
chat.
go now. So
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next time we'll do proper stuff. We only did this time because like Melon wasn't here, but I thought it was fun anyway. Goodbye.